Hello, hello. Good evening. We are back at it, back at the sewing table, the sewing setup. Hi, 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 hi. It is what, Tuesday night, and we're back at it. We are back at the sewing setup, fam. Okay, so if you weren't here on Sunday, I started working on my Nyx cosplay from the game Hades. I'm intending to wear it to my local Comic Con, which is at the end of this month / the beginning of November. And in my first stream where we did this stuff, I didn't make that much progress because I was struggling a lot. But last night, off stream, I made a lot of progress, and I don't want to get too confident, but I feel like we can make a lot of progress tonight, potentially even finish it. But let me show you where we're at. Okay. We have a whole, oh, that's my little note there to designate that this is the front. But look. It would look something like this. We have one side boob and then the back done. Right? Something like that. And then we have, this is the other boob side, so it'd go this way. And what you don't see now is that I had to do a lot of seam ripping, mainly because I originally had this connected, which makes sense, but this is where the zipper is gonna go. So So I had to seam rip it so I could hopefully add that in later. But yeah, and I still have slots open here, like at the top of like the boob triangles or whatever, because I want to put my straps in there. And if you weren't here on Sunday, I'll just update you. The Falcon straps were giving me a lot of trouble, but A, I figured out how to use the slider, and B, what I thought would be the problem was indeed the problem. Let me explain. So, the pieces of the pattern that I'm using, I cut them out and they just seemed really short. And lo and behold, they motherfucking were. However, I did figure out how to like attach the strap. I was having trouble with that before. This way. I was having trouble figuring out how to use the slider properly, but now it's like it works. So I've added it on a couple times, so now it's like I feel pretty confident. In the same way that I've made enough straps now, or like attempted to make little straps where I'm like, okay, I know how to use a safety pin as my little loop turner pretty damn well. Oops. Also, if you didn't notice, I got my nails done last night. Look how fabulous they are. I think they look great just for like me as a person, but also they look cool for like the wedding I'm going to this weekend. And also, if they last, they could go really well with, my cosplay. We'll see, but isn't it fun? Right? I don't know, I was really excited to get them done. And also now that with my second job too, it's like hopefully my nails won't be so fucked up all the time. But look, see how this like works now? I figured it out. Now we can make it shorter. Woohoo. But like these are so tiny. How the fuck would that like go over my shoulder? I think with the pattern I'm using, I don't know, you must have to have like no boobs or no shoulders, or you have to be like, I have no idea, but they were just way too short. So, I spent a little bit of time earlier today making new straps. So we have longer ones here, which I'm like, yeah, these will fit. Cause like, look, right? Like, reaches a decent amount. And again, because they'll be adjustable, it's like even if these are too long, I'll be able to adjust it, make it smaller. Like that's the point, right? So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. So I think the game plan for today is work on these straps a little bit. Like I think I'm just going to finish them loosely. So I have this strap here that I've connected to the slider. Like I've just passed it through one time. And then I'm going to just sew this part down and then work on the back. I cut off a little piece of it. I think it's about 7 centimeters. And this part goes through the ring like this. And so I basically am going to attach this to the back end of my dress so it'll stand up like this. And then this one will go through it and then through the underside of the little slider thingy here. And that's how it works, which is all good and dandy. But I will say it was a little tough to get it like through the slider again. Cause like there's not a lot of like leeway in here, Like there's not a lot of like space to get through again. But I've been done before, so I'll do it again. And I don't know if you noticed this or not, but originally I wanted to use my clear hardware. But because the pack I have has black, white, and clear, but I don't know what the heck happened. Somewhere amidst me working on shit, seam ripping, resewing, blah, 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 I don't know where one of the pieces went. So we're gonna go with black, I guess, which is fine. But yeah, so we're gonna work on the straps to the best of our ability. I think we're gonna wait until the end to really put them into the top. So we will. Where'd my stuff go? Ouch. Owie. So as you can see, we have like little holes. Granted, there's a big pin sticking out of here, but we have a hole at the top here. Like there's not, we haven't sewn it shut. Same thing with this side where there's a hole here. We can slip the strap in, as well as an opening on the back side here, where we can slip the back part of our straps in. Like the part with the little loop like this and the little ring will go in the back opening, And then basically we'll just sew it down and make it tight with a top stitch over everything, just because we already have, you know, the lining in here. Like we already have this piece pretty nice. So we can just sew over it again when we do a top stitch. But it'll be something like this. So it'll be here like that, hanging off the back, and then this will connect to the strap in the front. So kind of like this. And then the strap will go here, like where the triangle is, like this is the boob part. And it'll strap all the way to the back. And that is, again, the general plan, but we'll get there when we get there. So I'm going to slip it in where I think it'll go, and I'll pin it down while we work on some other things. And then basically we have to sew the front and the back together. Give me 1 second, let me see. Okay. I feel like some of the pins that I have just aren't as sharp as I would like. You know, some of them are long and dull, and some of them are just short and sharp. So it's like, I need ones that are like long and sharp. But yeah, so we'll pin that into place for now, and we'll sew it all down with the top stitch a little later. But that'll be held into place for now. Okay, I'll put these semi-finished parts aside for now, and I'll show you. So this is the back and the front that I've already, ouch! One of the pins just hit me, but I have done a pretty good job, I think. Ow! But yeah, so this will be the front. Obviously it's inside out, but that'll be the front. The back, something like this. And then the top I just showed will be connected to it. So I've already pinned these together, and we'll just have to sew it shut, and then we'll turn it inside out. I also sewed in some darts in the back as well, so hopefully it'll make it a little more shapely and fit better. Well, we shall see. But yeah, so that's on our list today. And that's kind of the order of things. I really feel like we can get some things done again, and then after that we have to put a zipper in, which zippers are things where it's like I know how to do it, but like I always forget every time I need to do it. I'm like, I do have a zipper foot. Excellent. Okay, so let me bring you guys down. Actually, I'll put you guys up here today. Right? Okay. Oh, it's a little dark here, huh? But I mean, I don't know what to tell you. This is what we look like down here. But, okay. So I'm going to take this piece right here, which I guess I'll show you over here. This is the piece with the slider, right? We're going to sew down the slider. Hey, Nigel, how you doing, dude? I'm back at it, man. And I think we're going to make a lot of progress today. I hope so, anyway. We're just going to sew her down. You're all right? That's good to hear. I'm doing well. I had work this morning at on like a little shoot, like a video shoot thingy. And as soon as I walked in, I had some fires to put out, you know, but that's life. But yeah, there was a couple mishaps where I was like, oh, you know, looking for some paperwork from like shoots that happened several, you know, months ago, to things where it's like, oh, a kid is sick, so they can't come in today, even though they're like, they have their call time at 1 in the afternoon. It's like, all right, who are we gonna get instead, you know, that type of thing. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Or it'd be things where it's like, oh, a talent that came to a shoot at a different time, like she brought her own clothes and stuff, which is you know what they ask you to do if usually when there's like not enough budget, you know, because that's how it goes. But she like left some of her stuff at the studio, and I was like, I talked to her agent. I was like, girl, are you gonna come get it? And she was like, well, can we get it either shipped to me, or can I get like just a reimbursement check? So basically, like we buy it off her or something. And we're like, I gotta figure that out to see who is gonna front that process. You know what I mean? And granted, it ended up being fine, and we're gonna send her everything. But it was just like all of it happened as soon as I walked in, so it was kind of like a lot. And then I realized I have to like, you know, make sure that the people coming into tomorrow's shoot are like booked and ready and confirmed, and we don't have to worry about anything else. Then it ended up being something annoying where I was like, oh, okay, cool, a different talent, or a different shoot later this week can't come in anymore. So like we got to get a replacement there, which is like fine and dandy, like whatever. Like, I obviously don't want someone who's like not feeling well to come in, but it's more like it's just funny because, we have these people like holding X amount of time in advance. And like, so we assume that, like, hey, if you say you're available and you can hold whatever Wednesday, I don't know what tomorrow's date, Wednesday the 9th, we assume that, like you'd be available to come in. But then we just get hit with things where it's like, oh, they can't come in anymore, which is fine, life happens. But it's more just like, okay. It's almost like, what was the point in having you hold these dates if, you weren't going to be able to come in? Or, at least what was the point of having you hold them for so long? Let me focus on this really quickly. This is a kind of a small little space. That's why I'm like kind of struggling on it. There's also something I feel like I could probably just sew this down by hand quicker. I just don't know why my threads be all tangled up in here. And sometimes they just don't be hitting where I want them to hit. Where I realize that like, oh, they're not laying as flat as I want them to. But we're doing our best here. There's a couple things I'm really not the biggest fan of from what I've seen so far in terms of like just some of the fabric not really doing what I want to do. Or like I'm like, this thing doesn't line up as well as I would like. But it's all good. It's all good. And I forget sometimes too. It's like there is much more interesting parts of this cosplay than just a base dress, Like, so it shouldn't be anything that I'm like crazy worried about. But it's about taking like pride in your work or whatever. Okay, there's like random little threads. And I feel the thing too about this material, it's a satin, is that it frays a ton. So sometimes I'm like trying to seam rip things. I'm like, wait, is this shit like the thread or is this like the fibers from the fabric, Oh, you know what I meant to look up too? So one of the things I was doing while I was kind of while I'm like sewing on my own was that I've been watching some like anime, usually the dub, just because I can't freaking focus. Like I can't read subtitles and work on things. But I was watching this one. I wanted something that was like light and just didn't have to think about. So I watched this one that was called like something about bartending or whatever, and I was trying to watch something that had like adults in it. And I guess it must be an anime from like this season because I went through all the episodes they were and it just kind of stopped. And I was like, oh, maybe this is a current anime, which is surprising to me because it's just like, I picked it on a whim, but also it's just like, I picked it on a whim, but it was also like, it's current, which never happens. I'm always like 5 seasons behind on anything, unless it's something that I'm like really looking forward to, or I'm like, putting on my calendar to watch, which really doesn't happen anymore. I can't watch a lot of subbed anime anymore. Like I honestly try to do like a little bit of both and just like depending on what I have, time for, in the sense of it's like, I think I was watching, was it the most recent season of Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's like when I can, I'm watching it in like Japanese, but when I can't, I still want to know what's going on, so then I'll watch it in English too. But yeah, but I feel like it gets, and I will say, granted, the quality of dubbed anime now is also much better than it was, like, whatever, in the mid-2000s. You know what I'm saying? So. I watch what's coming out currently, but I can't really pay attention, so I have to watch dubbed anime. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I feel like, granted, in some senses, it's like kind of halving your attention, but like being able to do things anyway, right? Like in the sense of it's like, okay, cool, I could either do what I have to do, like whether I can sew this dress and watch, or like watch, listen to whatever, would lightly be attentive to what I'm watching, or I can like spend a lot of time just watching what I want to watch, but it's like no one feels like they have time to do anything. I don't think it's that much better. Really? I mean, I feel like if I watch like the original Sailor Moon from like whatever, the late 90s, to like watching like a Sailor Super or something, I think the wording's better. Granted, I think that some of the scripting is what I don't like. It's almost like when things are way too oh my god, a bug. Sorry, scared me. But almost when things are like, it's like when they say things that are too currently colloquial, like it's like you say, if they say like the word lit or something, right? Or just like, I don't know, things like that where I'm just like, damn. Or like, I think I specifically remember I was a fan of the show Free, like with about the swimming boys or whatever, and they were like, and it basically said one of the characters in the dub was like, oh, I have like what backstroke for days. Or just traps for days. I don't remember, but it was just like during the Tumblr times, everyone was like, what the fuck. Maybe it depends. I remember watching something currently that was really bad. I think a big part is that they have to change the script to fit the mouth animations. You know, that definitely is. And that's actually why, like, it's funny because if you watch like, K-dramas and stuff like that, they also have dubs of that, but the thing is that like those are even worse to watch just because they don't have the whatchamacallit, like the the dubbers in a live action like K-drama or something, they don't try to match the voice, like they don't care, you know what I mean? And I feel like even though that can be detrimental in some sense to anime because they have to like, change the scripting to fit it. So sometimes they like either add things or they, take it over, or they just add weird words, or they have to like half what they're saying. At least it's like they're trying to make it match. Okay, so this is the top where I have what am I showing here? Where I have the little loop here. Again, it's pinned here because I'm gonna attach it to the back when I do a top stitch. And then I'm going to, I guess I don't know which camera to show. Excuse me. I'm just gonna loop this end through like that. Hopefully it's straight. I did iron it, but it's not the best. But I also I didn't top stitch this one because I don't feel like it. Like this is what a top stitched one looks like, right? Versus like the not top stitched one, but this one's much skinnier and it gets through the slider easier, which kind of what I need right now. And I think the thing too, like one of the old ones that people would say is like, like people like, I mean, again, I talk about old anime all the time, but like, with Cowboy Bebop, that was one that like people liked, and it was a rarity because it was like a pretty good dub. You know what I mean? It was a dub that people like appraised. Even with like Bakuno, like that one was a good dub as well, which I think was definitely very what's the word I'm looking for? Like an out. What is it? Like an outsider, or like you know what I mean? It's just like not common. Oh my god, like, do I have any vocabulary? Okay, let me think about this too real quickly. I gotta think about which is the front and which is the back. Hold on. This is the front, so I need this to be in the front. And I still say too, I think that like, so in like Attack on Titan, like Erwin's one of my favorite characters. Like he like is that Erwin's like my boy. But and it's like I think the voice actor who's name I can't think of right now, J. Michael Tatum, who's Erwin's American voice actor. I think he did a great job with like his like big speech that he does before he like perishes. But and granted, I think that, not to say that I don't think the Japanese actor did well or anything, but it's more just like it also depends on what's gonna hit for you as like an emotional aspect of it, where it's like, does it hit in the sense of it's like, oh, not only is the voice acting good in the sense of it's like the emotions there, but also I understand it, versus maybe it's like, oh, you feel the emotion in a different language, but maybe it hits me, it could potentially hit less because you don't understand it, That's actually one of the reasons why I'm like, can't wait to learn Korean so then I can listen to BTS's music and just like hear it and like understand it, That's like the dream. Because if I already love that shit without understanding everything, imagine how sick it would hit when I do, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the goal. I think I tried to watch Bakuno's English dub and I didn't like it that much. Oh, I mean, again, what is it? Different strokes for different folks, And I mean, at the end of the day, too, it's like when it comes to the whole like dubs versus sub things, I feel like at the end it doesn't matter that much as long as like, the storyline hasn't like completely changed, And if it's easier for people to, watch good shows or whatever because it's in English, because there's a dub, I'm for that, Sheet. Oh shit. That should. Let me think this through. really quickly. Okay, yeah, I think that's about right, right? I think we're a little twisted, but generally. Ghost stories. I have not seen ghost stories, I don't think. Ugh, second. Is that... Oh, shoot. I think I did this backwards. Shit. I definitely did. Okay, gotta redo that. Hello. Hello, Kat. How are you doing today? I'm working on my cosplay dress. I don't know how well it's going or not, but I'm trying. Bam. I be trying. Okay, so if this is the front, I need this slider to be like this. I'll say it's not the cute. My sewing job here is not very cute. I'm just okay. Girl, not being just okay. We want you to be fantastic, amazing, perfect, wonderful. All those things, right? It's funny because they lost funding and they told the voice actors they can say whatever they wanted. So it's kind of, I mean, I guess it is funny, but it's kind of just like improv at that point, right? And hopefully they can they have chops so they know their characters decently. Long day of class, just glad to be home. Oh yeah, I remember you were telling me that you have class a lot where it's like, wait, hold on, sorry, before I gotta think real quick. They would go this way and then I think it's wait this way. But you were telling me that you have like on the days you have class, it's just like really long days, or you have to be on campus all day, which sucks, I guess. But I mean, granted, you'll be done with school soon, right? So gotta rough it out for a bit. And I feel like at least the thing too with being, if you're like forced to be on campus for like a good amount of time, it's probably good in the sense of it's like hopefully you get like your work done in between classes and stuff if you have any free time. Because that was something that I did not do when I like went to school, where it was like, if granted, when I went to a school that was close to my house, let me tell you, fam, like if I was able to go home and take a nap between classes, I was for sure doing that. Even though it was like, hey, you have like maybe an hour and a half, and it's like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going home. Even though like, I could have easily spent that hour and a half like in, whatever, the library or whatever instead. But I said, no, I'm going home. I'm gonna get that 40-minute nap instead. Which is just like maybe not the most efficient use of my time, but whatever. College kids being college kids. I nap in my car. Yeah, that's that's a common too. I feel I definitely have seen people napping in their car. But that makes sense. I mean, you tired. If you tired, you gotta take a nap. I used to do that during my break at one of the restaurants I worked at, because you'd get like, if you worked a double, you'd get a break around like 4 o'clock or something, because you did lunch and it was like the before dinner break, like before dinner shift break. And depending on how much time I had, because sometimes if it was slow, you got a bigger break. If it was busy, it was like, here, take like 25 minutes. And then we're like, what the fuck? But then I would also nap in my car. I'd like nap in my car, put it back, or like put like calming music on and like try to meditate for a hot minute on the days I was like pissed off, just to try and like take a breather, man. Okay. See, oh god, I hate that this fabric loves to fray. It makes this getting in on the slider a little tougher. Got it. I bought an air mattress and lots of blankets. You dude, an air mattress fits in your car? That's kind of sick, man. Like just if you put the seats down or something, is that what it is? 'Cause I've seen people who can like fit an air mattress in their their like I know I knew someone who had that for a I don't remember what the car is called anymore. A Subaru, and their Subaru. And they were able to like put an air mattress in it because they did like a bit of like a road trip, and they like slept on the air mattress in their Subaru. A twin mattress fits in the back when the back seats are folded down. Damn, wait, so do you really set that up while you're on campus just to nap in your car? That's crazy. But I mean, like, I respect it. Wait, how long are your breaks? Like how long can you nap for? Okay, yeah, something like this. Okay. The longest break is 3 hours. Oh, damn, 3 hours. Yeah, no, that makes sense though, where it's like, why it's like, okay, I'm gonna just take a nap in my car. Because you can actually get like a good amount of sleep. And that's good though too, where you don't try to be like, where should I go, you know? 'Cause I guess technically you could probably make it home and then come back, but it'd just be really annoying and stupid to do that. Okay. God, I think I might have twisted one of these. Okay. Okay, I think we have something, but I kind of need to like iron this down, I think. This is why it probably made sense to like, you know, I don't know, do a top stitch down it, but you know, lazy, I'm lazy. Okay, so then we'll iron this down and then I'll show you what it's like generally gonna look like because we'll put it in place. Won't sew it down yet, but we'll put it in place. I mean, I guess we could sew it down too. Okay, iron is on. Like my workspace is quite tiny. So I have to be very careful not to like trip on wires, poke myself with pins, you know, knock things down, burn myself with the iron. Ouch. I say that as, you know, I graze it. Kat, I haven't seen you stream in a bit. Have you taken some time off? I don't know if I've just missed it or if you haven't actually been on. Because usually usually I would see you at least sometimes at night, but I know it must be maybe it's harder with being back in school. It's like not being summertime anymore. Mm. Okay. Oh, this is like, my little thing keeps turning the wrong way, and I'm like, ugh, okay, this is like perfect. Let me also turn up the heat on this. Iron. I uninstalled Valorant for a month when the semester started. Haven't been gaming much since then. Oh my gosh, girl, who are you? Damn, no Valo. No late nights, like for gaming? Damn, girl. You just on the work and school grind? No, but I guess you gotta hustle though, you know? And I feel like honestly, I think that's like big of you in the sense of where it's like, you know, that shit is distracting. So like, you know, really getting rid of it. Not rid of it, but you know what I mean? Like uninstalling. Oh, recently I've got a Switch, so I've been playing on that. Oh yes, I did see that. I saw you made your Animal Crossing account and like you're working on your island and stuff, right? Okay. Why the heck doesn't this want to stay? I feel like I need to heat her up, and I wish I had like. Let me find. Oh wait. I'll use this candle. Here's a little fun fact about me. So this candle line called Manly Indulgence. I don't know. Manly Indulgence. Which I get at like at Marshalls or TJ Maxx when they have it. I really enjoy some of their scents. This one's called Ivy League. I like one called Bachelor Pad. And I think Fresh Shave. I feel like they have kind of more like again, male oriented scents, but without being too like musty. That sounds weird, but like musky even, or like because sometimes a lot of like um male marketed scent products can smell not good to me or too strong. Like, you know, it's like everyone knows Act sucks. Everyone knows that's like there's sometimes they have like a strong like a bourbon whiskey smell to it too. I'm not a fan of. What does this candle smell like? I don't know. It says there's notes of lavender, thyme, and a white musk, which I like. Which I mean, I love lavender and thyme already, so I guess I like the white musk as well. Okay. I don't have another one in the room to express, but yeah, these are some of my favorite candles. Honestly, so usually at one point I like was really going through it where I was like obsessed with them. And I would every time I'd go to like a Marshall's, TJ Maxx, whatever, I'd always look to see if I could find them. And I haven't found them in a while. So I'm like, do y'all still have them or what? And the reason why I became like that I like found out about them is because my friend for like Christmas or something, she got me like a little baby tin and it was this brand but in a different it didn't the candle didn't look like this. It wasn't like a matte black or anything. And it was called and again, it was called Fresh Shave and I loved it. And it was a little baby candle. Like it was literally like this big. And I was like, I need to figure out what that is. So I like Googled it and everything. And then when I saw it at TJ Maxx, I was like, oh shit, they have all them all here. So I wonder if she had gotten the little sampler at TJ Maxx or something. But yeah, big fan. Big fan. Oh yeah, I was like, what did I get it for? It's to use as a weight on this. Like, granted, the strap is very thin, which I guess I like, but it's kind of a little rolly, which is probably because I also didn't top stitch it. Because, you know, your girl's lazy. But, you know, I really struggled with these straps like the other day when I was streaming. So, we're not going to do that today, okay? We're trying to get some stuff done. Okay. We'll iron that. And we'll put the candle on here for like a hot minute. Yeah, part of me is like, should I just crank up the heat? But I feel like that probably isn't like good. Okay. But ideally, but now look at that. You can see that I can like change the whatchamacallit, the length of it now, or like I can adjust how long it is. I will say it gets a little tough on some of the areas where I didn't have a long enough fabric that like I sewed some pieces together. So it's a little tough to get through the slider where there's like a seam, but not impossible. And also, it's not that I didn't have the fabric. It's called I was lazy and didn't want to go get a bigger piece. Oh no, an ad. I'm sorry, cat. That's what happens sometimes. You know, your girl gotta collect those whatever 1/3 of a pennies. Okay, let me use these clippies again. Just holding them down. Hold it together. Do me a solid and just hold it together for a little longer. Okay, little baby straps. Okay, and then we'll sneak her into here, and we'll also clip that too, I think. You see? And this is what ideally it would have looked like something. Right? Like that. Not too shabby, I feel like. Again, we'll see what it looks like, but that's the idea. And I can adjust the strap to my liking. Again, the only thing that bothers me is that it's a little twisted, but again, I think that with enough like whatchamacallit, with enough training, it'll be okay. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, girl. I appreciate it. Where's the sound alert? Girl, I don't know. You know what? I haven't done anything like, I don't know how Twitch works. I don't know how bots work. I don't know what to do. I like whatchamacallit. Oh, I'm surprised it didn't come up. I thought I had the alerts for followers and stuff on here. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I'm so sorry it didn't come up. Oh, I couldn't see it and thank you properly. I apologize. But yeah, I have to go through all that stuff again because I don't know how to do anything. So I'm like, what does all this stuff do? Or like, I think with like the stream element stuff too, I disabled a lot of things because I didn't know what they did. So didn't do anything there. But yeah, there's a lot of little things I want to do. I would like to make my fun emotes too because you have a whole bunch of cute ones and it makes me jealous. So like, I need to get some done. And then I'm like, can I do them myself? And it's like, no, probably not. Not cute anyway. I'm trying to think here. Like, I don't have time for this because my lining and the actual like dress are the same material. It kind of doesn't matter. But like, I was trying to pick the nicer one to be the front, but I realized the way I just did my strap. I don't. Whichever way it's facing forward, that has to be the front. End of story. I just have to make sure that when I do the other one, it matches. Something like this. Go on Fiverr. So many good artists there. I really liked how my emotes turned out. I think they really do look like me. Yeah, no, they look cute. I love it. Like I love the Is it the one with the blanket where where you're holding like a coffee or something or like a tea? I think that one's super cute. And I love the girl who did my art for like where I have my little profile picture and stuff like that. She did a really great job. I think she's out of commission right now, so she maybe just like life is life in or whatever. Not really sure. And things that one day, if I ever am able to commission a VTuber model, I would love her to do the art for it and then have someone rig it. But we'll see. Because I would love to have a VTuber model, like truly. Okay. So that is the idea on one. We're going to do it on the other, and then we'll work to getting everything else together. Let's make sure that. Now I got to spend a day where I just like revamp some of my like Twitch stuff and just like go back to the content stuff. What I feel like I'm struggling with these days too is that like between my freelance job as like producing and like whatever PAing and stuff like that, and now that I have the second job like where like I stock and whatnot, and I work at like the 4 a.m. shift, and between wanting to like stream and stream more and wanting to like be able to like cut videos and cut clips to put on like whatever TikTok and YouTube and just like even just making YouTube videos, I would like to do more of that. But and then I have to obviously like edit them and shit like that. But like damn, those are the 4 things I'm juggling that like I want to do. Really, I want to like focus my time on. But it just gets tough, obviously, with also trying to have like a life and like get a decent amount of sleep. Not even like good sleep, just a decent amount of sleep, Then it's like, what about the other little things I want to do? Like, when am I going to learn guitar? And I was practicing for a little bit, but now that I have my nails on too, it's like way harder for me to like learn, So there's that. Oh shit. Not like oh shit, but like nah shit. I should have measured this. I should have measured these because I don't think these are the same length at all. So we'll just have to figure that out. Okay, we'll cut this part. And this will be the part that I put through the loop. So this was my first attempt at the strap. And again, it's not that it doesn't work. It's that the length is way too fucking short. And I don't know. I'm like mad that this pattern that I'm using, like how dare you expect that this would be long enough? It's not. So L on their part, but appreciate the fact that they like made a pattern that I could follow. So, okay, then we'll slip this through here. Oh. Actually, I feel like I should give this an iron. I did not give this an iron at all. Guys, keep an eye on these things, okay? Because I'm gonna fucking lose that shit if we don't keep an eye on it. Where'd my... Oh, God. Okay. Okay. We're gonna make it nice and flat. Hell yeah. Oh, yes. It's definitely hotter now. Ooh, I definitely turned up the heat on the iron. Okay. Well, you can definitely see how much it's like changed. But I will say it's very hot now. So if I graze it, I actually will potentially burn myself. Let's be super careful. And I feel like the thing with ironing is it's like one of the things when it comes to sewing that like I never wanted to freaking do. But it makes a big difference when you do it. Elaborate ass costume. I just looked at the character you're cosplaying as. Elaborate ass costume. I'm excited to see the finished product. Thank you. I mean, as soon as I started playing Hades, I was like, oh my god, I love her. Like, I want to do a cosplay of her. And I feel like a lot of times too, like I do projects when it comes to sewing on a whim because I get like that inspiration. I'm like, I want to do this right now, you know. But here's to hoping. So I think, and the thing is, that I'm making just a base dress for now, and then we can start doing some of the other things. Because at the end of the day, like her dress, having a dress is like again like the least interesting part of her costume. But it's like I just need something to work off of because I'm thinking I'll do the dress, and then I have to do like the draping element where she has like a long something coming across her body. Then she has like two long things hanging here, and then obviously just like the whole like the armor choker thingy here with like the little skulls here, and her hair is crazy. Like I don't know, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, if it turns out decent, I think I'm gonna enter the cosplay contest, which I've never done before, so I would technically still be a novice. Which I mean, I definitely still feel like I am, but yeah, that is the plan of some sorts. That's the idea. Oh, okay, I forgot. So this is one half. This is like the other boob. So the other boob goes this way. So let me make sure that I'm looking at this properly. So the way I'm looking at it, this is the front, so this will be the front. Okay. And this will be the back. Let me tuck this back here. Hopefully these are at like the right spots. Let me see. Let me grab. Just grabbing a ruler to make sure it's like the same-ish length. Like what? 1, 2, 3, 3.5 inches or so from this seam. So we'll do that here. From this seam, it should be about 3.5. Oh my god, perfect. Like literally perfect. Okay. Okay. So whenever we get there, we'll be able to close this in here with a top stitch. But I just want to make sure it's like the same length as this one when you put it together, right? A little longer, so let's try to tuck it in further. And that's the thing with me sewing things like on my own, like, you know, making homemade shit. It's like from afar, shit looks good, but like, or like looks pretty decent, but like, don't be looking too close now. Don't be looking at my unfinished hems and shit. Like, stay 6 feet away, and it'll look okay. Then let me pull one of these out of here. I don't know if I like that one. Like these particular, if you can see these ones that I'm using right here, they're long. The ball on them is big, but I feel like they're not that sharp, which I don't love. Then I guess I'll use these ones. Okay. All right. So that's being held in place there. Okay. And then this one is the one that I'll have to connect through this little slider thingy, just like we did last time. Okay. And I will say again, reading the written instructions how to use this, it did not make any sense to me, but now it's like, all right, I watched a video or two, I tried it a couple times, like now I got it. We slip it through the slider. So like this, if you can see any of that, right? We just slip it through. Easy. Now it's just through it like this, right? And then now we can just turn this around and buckle it and like just secure this one end behind the little buckle. Like that. So then it'll look like this. This way, this way. Okay, so let's do that very quickly. V quick, okay? And hopefully it doesn't give me any problems. Again, sewing like small things gives me problems. Sewing things that are too small, sewing things that are too big. Lots of problems. Okay, we'll do forward all the way, and then we'll go back all the way, because it's like barely a centimeter. So, great. Oh yeah, that one looks way nicer. I don't know what happened. The other one that I have looks kind of messy, like the other side, but like, whatever. And we'll just kind of make this a little smaller. Okay, great. We are attached. Oh yeah, look at that. We're so attached. Me as a person, so attached. Just kidding. Okay. And then we got to put the other end now. The other end that's like loose. It's hard to see because everything's purple. But we're going to put that through the loop. I just have to figure out which way to do it to make sure that everything comes out correctly. Because if this is the back, I have to imagine that this is the front and it would be connected this way. So I want to make sure the slider is facing the correct way, which is... I say facing the right way in the sense of where like the little seam on my little raw edge over here, which you can't really see, but my little raw edge from where my little raw edge that I just sewed is like underneath. That's what I consider the ugly side, even though the top side's not that cute either. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so we'll put this in, hopefully facing the right way. We'll put that through. Okay. And then we will have to go under on the back side, like through the loop again. Wait, I'm doing this the wrong way. Hold on. We're going to come up through this side of the loop. Yeah. Okay. I think because we need to make sure that the raw end of the strap now has to be on top so it can insert into the front of the shirt. The front of like, the top area, I suppose. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to make sure our strap is facing the right way. Make sure the slider is facing the right way. Then we're just going to go back through it. Again, through the top. And through the loop again, through the buckle again. When I was trying it earlier this week, it was a little tough just because I feel like my little straps, they were kind of thick and big, so they didn't like fit through the slider very well. But I made them smaller, and I feel like I'm able to get them through easier. And especially because as the ends fray, like it just becomes more difficult because it's like, okay, well now instead of it being like this big or whatever, it's like this big. Like what the hell? Okay, look at that. We did something. Yeah, okay, so let's give this a quick little iron, a little press. Okay. Like that. And now that it's piping hot. Oh no. Ouch. Wheeled over it with my chair. Okay. And make sure it's nice and flat in the direction we want it. In the orientation we want. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and flat. But I just want to be careful that I don't like burn anything. Like I don't burn any of the plastic here and stuff. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, maybe I should give the other one another press now that the iron is hot. Better strike while the iron's hot. Ugh. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how flat she is. Okay, I have freaking threads everywhere. Threads and shreds everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta give her one more press. Okay. Let me give the other side a good hot press now. We can all get the same amount of heat, hopefully. Like, y'all just gotta stay put. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll do one on this side. Again, pressing your seams really makes a difference, and making top stitches really makes a difference. Okay, great. Okay, so the back's here. Let's pin her to the front for now, which is this one. And I guess, honestly, I guess I could actually like pin it and like actually sew it if I wanted to, which I guess I should, just so it's already all together. Like, yeah, let's do that. All right. Tuck this in here. Let me clip it. Then we'll kind of do a loose measurement to see if it like, if they're even. I'll be honest, I don't know if they will be, but like we'll see. Okay. So assume this is here, like between this and this. And again, at the end of the day, I'm not that pressed just because. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, fam. Did I fuck this up? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. This is gonna go this way. Because okay, I'm looking at the front, so this is the front. This is like the inside that would touch my back. And then this has to go this way. Okay, but is this part correct? It's not. Fuck me. Okay, hold on. I think we can just spin this around. Okay, because we need it to be like this. Okay, let me think. Fuck. Nah, fam, hold on. Let me see. Let me see, please. No, I don't think there's a way we can do this. It's through here wrong. Fuck, fam, fuck. I had this the wrong way. This is the type of shit that always happens to me when I be sewing, man. I try to do something right, and alas, it doesn't work. Okay. Fuck. Because this shit... Okay, let me see that. I think... Wait. Okay, I think this will... I think... That was the only thing we had to switch. Yeah. See, I got it, guys. No need to panic. No need to get stressed. I say to myself again and again, will it work? I don't know. It's like, have I ever done a sewing project where I haven't wanted to like literally jump off a cliff? Like, not really. So it's only natural because it would be like this and this would be here, sort of. I say sort of because again, a zipper is gonna go here eventually, so we'll just clip that ideally. And then this and like this. So let me stretch it out to pretty much the longest it can be. Or so let's make it the shortest it can be, and we'll see how they compare to each other. Again, there's a couple little seams just because I didn't cut one big ass long piece of fabric to make the straps, but like, which is totally fine. That's how it goes sometimes. But it just makes it a little more difficult to pull it through the slider. I apologize that it's a little dark in this on my surface here. Will this help? I think it's because of the camera, the way it like adjusts to the light and stuff. So my bad. Okay. Okay. So this is the, oh, I lied. And not me saying as the shortest. This is the longest it can be. No, I lied. This is the shortest. Okay. I was right the first time. Okay. So that and this. So if they're not equal-ish over here, then that means that I can just adjust how long the end is put inside the top over here. Like over in here. Where the insertion point is. Okay, we'll clip these here. Again, I'm kind of guesstimating, but like, this is generally where these would attach. I would know because I actually already attached them one time. And then I realized, oh shit, I need to put a fucking zipper there. So I seam ripped the whole thing. But you know, again, the amount of times I fucking seam rip, I feel like I seam rip more than I sew. Okay. It would be something like this. Right? Something like that. Now, if I hold these all together, like at the tips, is this the same? Not the same. Oh my god, pretty good. Pretty close. Not like perfect, but like, I mean, close enough. And I think, I don't know if you guys can see that over here, but like, I think it's pretty close. I think the one in my right hand here is a bit longer. So let me shove the end of the loose strap in here a little more. Perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but you know, good enough again. When it comes to this shit, yo, close enough is good enough. A finished product is better than nothing. Okay, so not too shabby. All right. Okay, let's sew those down. And then we can actually start sewing like the bottom part of the dress. Woohoo, woohoo. We're making progress, guys. I'm pumped. I'm fucking pumped. All right. Let's have a big sip of water too, because your girl been focusing, so I haven't been drinking. I haven't been hydrated, you know? Okay. Okay. So we can secure everything with the top stitch, and so the top stitch will just go around basically what we've already stitched together, and it basically just lays everything a little flatter. Okay, I can take this off. So I have a little index card that I like put onto my sewing machine. I just taped it on there to help me as like a guide when I was doing the straps. And I think it worked out very well, actually. Again, I'm using all the little hacks, the tips, and the tricks. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to sew around. I'm going to sew around the part that I already sewed, basically. And in doing that, it'll secure the straps. So like this part that I've already sewed, right? Like you can see the seam here. I'm just going to sew on top of it again. And instead of doing it inside out, like wrong sides together, I'm sorry, right sides together, do it wrong sides together. And it basically will, again, it just lays everything nice and flat, and also just makes shit look a lot more professional, you know what I'm saying? So actually, I wonder if I should use my little guide again, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Hold on, I'll take you off your little pedestal here. So like, let me see. So if this is where I have here, and this is my guide, it's bigger. So when I put this here, like if I tape this here, I'll know to have the end, like this part, just touch here, graze it as I put it through my sewing machine, just so I don't end up, you know, pulling it this way too much, so it's not, so like hopefully where I can sew is like a straight-ish line, or it's not like, oh, it's right here, then it's like all the way over here, and there's like a big gap or anything. That's the plan. So we'll see if I'm able to do that or not. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Good enough, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see how I do. Ow, my back, y'all. I don't know what it is. It's like right here. Is that the traps? Is that the scapula? I don't know, but that should be always achy. My achy, breaky shoulders, bruh. Okay. So I'm gonna, again, get a little piece of tape, stick my little index card guide where I think she should go to be of assistance, and then let's top stitch away. Okay. And the thing too with this material, it might be a little tough to slide through, and I unfortunately do not have what they call a walking foot, and your foot is like this thing on your sewing machine. So I could put paper under there if needed, because sometimes people say like tissue paper works well, or like just like regular paper and stuff too. I don't know, we'll see. I prefer not to, because like I don't want to go find any, but you know, we'll see how it feels. If it's rough here, then we'll have to do something different. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm really not liking what I just did there, because I did not sew on top of both stitches. Hold on, let me grab my little nippers and nip those threads again. And I'll just try one more time. I will say it was very close to the edge though, which is like, was good. But it was like so close to the edge that it was actually on the opposite side and not where I wanted it to be. So we shall try it again. Let's try it again. Again and again, that's what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Let's get her done. That looks better. Okay, ready? Let's go. 1, 2. We gotta hit it with the back stitch. And we gotta hit it with that front stitch and keep it going. Oh shit, okay. And then basically, I kind of just guide it through with both my hands. And hope for the best, honestly. That's what it is. Let me see. I wish we could. I wish I could figure out a better angle from my like webcam, but alas, 'tis not. This is where we're at. I'm sorry, fam. I apologize, but like, I do not have the space to like arrange everything the way I would love. And things that with something like this too, it's like an overhead wouldn't work either because you would just see this. It has to be like behind me to like see my POV. But like, hello, it's hard for me to work that way. Shit, I don't know why you can't see it, but just something just puckered, and that's what's a problem I've been having with this project already. And I think it's because again, this material, this like satiny material, and I don't know. I haven't figured it out what the issue is. If it's the tension here on my top thread being too loose, too tight, if I'm going too fast or whatever on the presser foot. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure it's like, it can be a plethora of things because that's the way it always is. It's always this or that or both, you know, this, that, the other, or all of the above. Okay. But again, because this is literally just for like the base of my costume, I'm not that worried in the sense of it's like, if it looks a little odd, I'm okay with that. If it looks a little like weird, I'm okay with that. In the sense of it's just like, you probably won't be able to notice some things, and also I'll have so much other shit on me, you won't be able to tell. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Okay. Let me see. I feel like I should go a little bit further. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you guys around to see my POV. If it looks a little weird and a little shaky, sorry, but I'm not sorry. But I'll show you what I see, or I will try to. See, and that's why we don't do that. That's why we don't do that. Because my hand's in the way, fam. But I will see what I can do to bring you guys up this way. Yeah, so again, you can like see my POV a little better. And I'll move my sewing machine this way. But yeah, and I'm gonna try to get in right here. Very. Let me take this clip off. And I think I can do one more. And now that my presser foot's still down, I can... So sorry, now that the needle is pushed into the fabric, I can lift my presser foot and rotate this way. And then I can go over this opening. So this opening here is where my my strap is, and that will lock it in. Okay, and then one more time, you can lift the presser foot up and move this around. Oops, gotta move you because you guys are on the fabric. My bad. But yeah, then we can rotate this. And you can, again, you can see that I have my little index card here as a guide. Again, I know the light's a little bright, but this is how I've been kind of figuring out how far I can take this, where I just make sure that my fabric is like aligned to this and doesn't go like over. Notorious Pizza, what's up, dude? For reals, you are a true variety streamer. Thank you, I try. I try to do a lot of different things. I feel like I use my, again, I use the Twitch in the sense of it's like I like to share a lot of my life. And right now, this is what it is. I have a lot of hobbies and stuff too, so here we are. And again, I'm trying to show a little bit of a different POV just because I feel like, you know, it's hard. I want you guys to like see what I'm doing, you know? So we'll do a little bit of this and then I'll come back to like the double cam. And hello, Sandy girl. How are you doing today? Okay, let me see. I can already see we're kind of moving away from where I want to be, but it's not a big deal. Again, and also the whatchamacallit. The thread I'm using is literally the same color, or like, you know, it's hidden enough that you won't be able to see the lines really, but it's more just like a me thing, like I want to see. And also we're at a curve right now. We're hitting the back. Again, I know you guys can't really tell, but I promise that's where we're at. Oops. Hi, Tina. So talented. Oh, thank you, sister. I'm trying to see, I wonder how much I can get done today. Hopefully everything, but we'll see. Just depending on time, you know? Okay. But see, now you get the idea. And so if you can see it back here, where we're going around the strap, and those are the parts where it's like, I gotta make sure that shit is locked in, you know? Okay. Okay, so I'm holding it down here. My pin was on the opposite way that I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Again, we're gonna go slow and steady. Okay. Now I see that we're about to hit where the strap is like inside here, like tucked in. So I want to make sure that, you know, like we make sure we have to get everything in the stitch. Because I've done things before where it's like, oh, I think I got it all. And it's like, no, I freaking didn't. No, I didn't. Okay. I just want to make sure I pull everything nice and, you know, flush where I want it to be. I will say I should have pressed my seams a little bit better, but like, you know, it's okay. We're going to do what we do. Okay. Okay. I know it's hard to see things because of like my fat ass fingers in the way, but like, I promise you, it's I'm trying my best here. Okay. Let me just realign the seam. Like you see how, maybe you don't see it actually, but I think where I ironed it is not exactly where I wanted it to be, like how I wanted it to fold. So I'm trying to like fix it on the fly, and I don't know if it's working. Okay, but I will say I think that we're good here. So let me. Okay, well yeah, hold on. Let me see. Let me think. Because if that works there, I'll move myself up here, and then I can put the sewing. Hold on, that might just be better for now, right? We'll make this big. We'll make you guys a little smaller up here. Yeah, that's something. That's something. I will be lurking. Excellent. I appreciate you hanging out, whether you're chatting, whether you're just lurking, whether you're just vibing. You know what I mean? Let me see. Oh God, this is. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself when it comes to little like not necessarily mistakes, but things that I'm like I know I could do better, and I could. Like this thing pissing me off. Just because again, it's like I don't want this backside seam to be there. I'm like, ugh. Which I think is more of an ironing issue, a skill issue, than like, you know, an actual like mistake. It's more like, oh, I just didn't iron it in the way I wanted it to. Like just had some dinner, made cod for the first time. Sandy, you made cod? What did you put with it? I love a good fish. Your nails match perfectly and blend in with the fabric. They do. I was saying this earlier in during the stream that I got my nails done yesterday. And part of it is because A, I got a wedding this weekend, right? B, with my second job, because I stock things, I open a lot of like boxes and whatnot. And so my nails are like always just fucked up like my regular nails, but I'm like, yo, let me just get some fake nails and then they can like at least be like nice, you know what I mean? Like they won't look like fucking cracked up. And then I was like, well, hey, you know what? If they last, I guess you can see them in like, you know, whatever. If they last and through the month, it's like they would literally match perfect. Like they're purple and they're like gold a little bit. They're like, you know, very, very galaxy, very like magical, you know, me as fuck is what it is. Very me coded. So here's to that. Okay, we are close to the end of this round of sewing, guys. We're almost there. I think this is the type of shit where I always have to hold my breath. Like when we sew the big pieces together, I will indeed be holding my breath the entire time. Lemon butter sauce with spinach, artichoke, and capers. Oh, that sounds freaking delicious. Sandy, that sounds so good. Cause I freaking love, I love that type of stuff. Like I love, again, you know, I love spinach. You know, I love artichokes and like the caper lemon type sauce. I love. That sounds really yummy. Did you follow a recipe or was it kind of like on a whim thing? Okay, we're getting to another point where we have a again, this is the back. This is the back where there is another like ring here for the strap. So you got to make sure that we get it all in here. Make sure it's secure. Make sure all my pins don't drop. Okay. Keep it going. Okay. Nice. We get it. We did it, guys. We did it. Okay. And again, I feel like I feel like it's funny because I feel like when I was starting this dress on Sunday, I like had no progress, and obviously I did my own thing on Monday. Honestly, I was working on this dress while I was talking to a friend, like just having a FaceTime with her. And then she's again a friend that like I've become really close to, but we just don't live near each other. And like she's my friend that I talk to like whatever once every couple months or something. But we talk about like BTS all the time. But it's also she's one of the people where I'm like, yo, you're my people. Like you're my people, you know. And I'm like grateful for that. But yeah, so we chitted and chatted while I was working on some things. And again, I feel like I made a good amount of progress. Okay, let me see. Okay, we can get this one out of here. We'll clip this. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. We have one more part to do, but I'll show you. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Again, the top stitch isn't the best, but it's like, again, from afar you can't see really, but like, look, I'll show you if I can. Hold on. Of like, oh god, I look like a mess. But anyway, so this part we haven't top stitched yet, and you can see that it's kind of like a little bulky, like not bulky, but like it just kind of puffs up. Whereas like this one we have top stitched, and it like is a little way like flatter. You know what I mean? And it also gives a good separation between, again, what's the front and what's the back. Like, so now we can see that, like, this, like, it's gonna be cute. So again, we're in, like, 2 pieces right now, and literally gonna be hanging on by, like, this thread for a little bit because we're gonna put the zipper in where the opening is. So we have to top stitch this piece now. Let's get to that. It was actually a recipe in a Wegmans magazine pamphlet we got in the mail. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm glad it ended up being like good though. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. That's my arm moving my phone. My bad. Okay, how do we want to start this? I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess this way will be the easiest for me. Yeah, okay. You know what I think it's interesting about like cooking and stuff too, about like having recipes. You know, if you've seen any of my cooking streams, you know that I like don't, not that I don't follow recipes, I don't follow them to a T, but you know, but I also, when I make changes, I like don't write anything down either. And like, so there's one of the streams I made the like oatmeal cookies, and my like brother-in-law loved them, and he was like, can you make more? He's like, hello, can you make some more? Like, they were so good, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I can, but it's like, actually, I might have to refer to my own stream because I realized I'm like, I know I changed the recipe that I followed, but I don't remember like what I did, you know? I'm like, I probably should have wrote that down. And then I'm like, this is where I'm like, oh, I should do what my mom does, where it's like, if she recipe tests or whatever, like she writes that shit down in her little notebook or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's what like people did, but I don't do that. Or then, you know, I don't know if this is, again, I don't know how common this is for anyone who's watching or in chat or whatever, but like I did, for like, I don't know, like housewarming parties and stuff. Okay, we're like not moving. Hold on. This is what I'm not. Yeah, hold on. We're getting tangled right now. I can see it because we were not moving. Let's take a peek. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys probably can't see it very well. Yeah, I know you guys can't see shit, but we have a little bit of a knot here. Let's get that taken care of, and we'll start over. But anyway, no, but like, so some of my friends who had like housewarming parties and shit, they were, one of the like gift things was like a little recipe box thingy, and it was with the cards in, and they're like, oh, if you have your favorite recipe, put it in here so then we can like, you know, like maybe make it one day, this, that, blah, 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 in our new home, blah, 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 whatever. Very cute, very cute. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't fucking have any recipes. I'm like, yo, give me a box of cake mix and let me show you, read the back. Like, I don't have any like real recipes in my head, and I don't know how much shit to use. It's more just like, use your eyeballs, I guess. Use your eyeballs and your tongue. And figure it out. That's the only way I know how to do things. Or I guess what gets me too is that when people who are like bakers, I'm like, how the fuck did they figure out like, this recipe should be about maybe 25 minutes in the oven? It's like, how do you know? Are you just guesstimating? Like, okay. I don't know what happened here. I think I want to start a little further down instead of having things. I think the reason why I'm getting bunched up here is because I'm caught in the frays of this fabric. Again, that could be completely off base, but that's what it feels like to me. Like, this shit feels not good. It feels like one big ass fucking knot. Okay. Okay, that feels better. All right. Back at it, fam. Okay, oops. We're gonna try it again. Okay. I apologize if if the camera's a little shaky because we're right, like, here. You know, see? So my arm's around you guys. A nice big hug. But I could accidentally hit you, so if I do, I'm sorry about that. Okay. So we'll start a little further down than we did before. Like, here. At least we're, again, I can see that we're moving. And again, I'm using my little index card guide over here to help. And I kind of just... You see how it's doing that? I don't know why it's actually doing that. Again, it could be a plethora of reasons, but like, I don't love that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love that, but I also don't like... It's like one of the least of my problems to fix, in the sense of, again, like, I got a whole ass cosplay to make, fam. Like, I can't be worried about that right now. If like this dress was like the main cosplay, was like the outfit, then I'd be more like pressed, you know. But there's just so much other stuff to do. Not only other stuff, but just like more interesting parts of her outfit. That it's like, these are things that like no one will notice. But if I like fucked up a lot on her like on her whole like chest piece thingy, I think that would be a lot more visible and a lot more like, you know, a place to critique. Okay, let me see. Another thing about sewing too is that if you're gonna move the presser foot, if you're gonna lift the presser foot to like rearrange some of the fabric or pivot or anything, it's gotta make sure that the needle is into the fabric, just so like, you know, it holds it in place while you do your thing. We are close. But yeah, I'm not, like, I don't know why it's doing that, like why the puckering is happening. Again, not sure if it's because I'm moving too quickly with the presser foot, not sure if it's like, again, just like because it's like this type of fabric, if it's like the stitch length or the tension, like 100 freaking things be the problem always. But again, I just don't have the time or patience or mental capability to like really test it and figure it out. And again, typically when you make things, you should make a version of it with like muslin or just, you know, a cheap light fabric or something. But like, you know, your girl said, nah, I'm good. What does it? Do as I say, not as I do. Like that's correct practices when it comes to sewing. I do whatever the fuck I do. Okay, we're gonna lift and pivot. Again, we're making sure that this strap is gonna be locked in nice and tight. Okay, then we're gonna pivot. Oh, perfect. I feel like this was not ironed. Like this part right here, I can sense it. This is the way it's like puffed up. Okay. Okay. Perfect. And something to cut. Perfect. Okay, we'll pull her through this way. And look at that. We got something, fam. I think it's gonna go this way. Look at that. We can adjust the straps. Boop. Again, we can adjust the straps, but because of the way I built them, with these little extra seams in them from attaching longer pieces to each other, it's just not easy to do it, you know? It's not as slick. I gotta get over a seam. So that's why it's nice to have a friend or have a little tool to get through. There we go. I'm gonna make it a little longer. Eep. Right? Okay. Much easier. Okay. But yeah, something like this, and then at some point, something like this. Right? Okay, fab. It'll be something like that. I don't know why. Again. Part of my little seams I'm not crazy about. Like, I don't know. This is a very specific little thing. But, like, I don't know why the hell. That there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yes, you can totally see that. Where are the little loops and stuff? I don't know. And I'm bummed out because this is the front. What the heck? But again, because of the way the cosplay is, this should be covered by like a black like cowl neck looking thing over it, so it shouldn't be a big issue. But you know, just for me as a amateur seamstress, I'm like, what the fuck's that? But like, you know, that's something cool. Cool. So then we can leave this aside for now and move on to the next part of this project. Sick. Is this. So I have this big ass piece of fabric. There's two of them that I've already pinned together, and we just gotta sew this fucker. And then we'll turn it inside out and see what she looks like. Okay. I will say, I think I don't know if you guys can stay put where you are over here on my POV, mainly because like there's just too much fabric to get through. So we might have to put you this way or something. I don't know. We will, what's the word for? Try a few things. Let me. Eep. Nope, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. We can't have you fall. Or like, what if we put you over here? Huh? You can see a little bit better. Oh gosh, not you seeing the rest of my messy ass room. That's not fun. You're not supposed to see that. Okay, cool. What? You can see you guys up here too. Oh shoot. Oh my god. Okay. I think we're okay. We'll see if you can stay there or not though. Again, it depends on how much I don't move you. But we shall see. Okay, let me put some of these things back where they belong. I'm using my little Von from BT21. And there. Put these in here. Loose pin, stick that back in there. Okay. Where are my covers for these? I don't know. I'm sure I know it's somewhere. My seam ripper too. We'll leave everything here. And as you can see, we have the fabric only scissors here, and we have the regular scissors there. Again, that's the #1 rule of sewing, everybody. Your fabric scissors are just for fabric. Fabric only. Okay? You don't want to dull your fabric scissors with like, you know, paper and shit. No, we're not doing that. And that's one thing that my mama instilled in me, because she said, your ass is gonna get beat if you use my fabric scissors on not fabric. And I said, fair enough. You're right. That's all I need to know. Okay. Like, where do I even start with this thing? Guess this way. So when I have this much fabric, what I need to be, oopsie, I just knocked you guys. What I need to be careful about is kind of making sure that the weight of it doesn't like get the best of me. So I don't know if you guys can see this on here either. I'll try to show you. I don't think you can see it actually, but I have a seam allowance that I drew on everything, and there's like a 1 centimeter here, and then there's a 2 centimeter here. This is the very bottom. This will be like the hem edge. Not sure if we're gonna do a hem like just like this, or if we're gonna do a rolled hem edge like that later, which we should do it this way so it doesn't fray, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get to sewing. So we gotta sew the fuck out of this. Okay. Let me get comfortable. Actually, let me stretch. Okay, because I'm gonna be real with you. We're gonna be holding our breath real, like the whole thing. One good sip of water. All right. All right, let's get her done. Okay. Again. Okay, so we're gonna use this as a guide again. We're gonna move her down. Oh shit. Again, there's also the guide in the sense of I literally drew the seam allowance on here, but, you know, for an extra precaution, it's good to make a guide. Oh, my back is on fire right now. And it's funny because I'm like sitting up and I'm sitting up and sewing. Oh my god, my forehead. What the fuck? My forehead's been out this whole time. Damn. Damn, she got a big ass forehead. But, okay, so if I put this like here. The thing is that these edges aren't straight, so that's why I don't think this is like the best. I don't think having this as a guide is the best for what I'm doing now because my edges here are not like straight lines. They're not that great because I can't cut very well. So maybe I shouldn't use this. We'll see. Okay, fuck it. Let's just... I'm stalling right now. I forgot what I was going to say before I talked about how big my forehead was. Excuse me. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Just breathe, girl. Okay, we'll do a couple forward. Again, you always got to hit it with the back stitch. And you see how it's doing that? Like, again, you can't see very well now. But, like, it's puckering again. And I don't know why it's doing that. It's pissing me off. But not enough to, like, do anything major about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to do that. Maybe I could raise you. You raise me up? Okay, cool. I just don't... Oh. I just don't love having you guys there. Where my computer is, you know what I mean? But like, I mean, whatever. This is what my OBS looks like. You're welcome. Okay. I just don't think it looks visually pleasing, but you know, it be what it be. And you guys are at literally the edge of my table. So, you can't do much more than this without you guys falling. And I don't want you guys to fall. Okay. We should actually put my little tomato over here so I can stab her. This is why I don't work when people have like the thing on their wrist so they can just pull out and like magnetize it to them. Okay. Sorry, this part is going to be not that exciting. I mean, we're just going to be sewing this whole thing, you know? Okay. I'm going to make sure that like we have enough leeway. Let me also think about this real quick. Because, first of all, you guys are sitting on my pattern instructions, so hold up. Hang tight. There you are. Ooh, bumped ya. Because I have instructions here. So I just want to be sure that I'm following them right now. Aha. Okay, before I fuck it up, I'm like, yeah. Before I sew the two sides of my back of my pieces, I'm like, I have to be sure not to go all the way up on one of them because that's where the zipper goes. I have to make sure it's the right one though. That's the part where I'm like, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. But hopefully I marked it properly, but like, you know, who knows? But we'll get there when we get there. You feel? Okay, let's just keep going. All right, we're making progress, fam. We got progress. I feel like a lot of people who are like actually good at this shit can just go on super quickly or like, you know, just keep it moving. But like, fam, I gotta like focus. So it's like, I gotta go slow. Okay, we'll pull this one out. Okay. And I'm like, do I have enough space on my table? That's the other part. Okay. We're moving. We're grooving. Okay. Look at that, guys. Okay. Oh, we're almost at the end already. I want to like double check. I'm like low-key a little worried about where the zipper is supposed to go. I might need to think about that for a hot minute because I'm like, I think it might go on this side. So we might need to stop the side early. I guess the safest thing to do is to just not, well, granted, I would say we could just not go up all the way on both sides and then just go back and fix whichever one we need to. Or we could just sew them both up all the way. And if we have to seam rip one side, we have to seam rip one side. Like if you got a seam rip, we got a seam rip, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, you know what? I remembered. I had a brain, my brain fart from earlier came back. I was saying what's funny. I got distracted because my big forehead was in the way. But, I was saying how much my back and shoulders hurt right now or whatever. They're kind of like on fire. And I realized what I was going to say is that like I used to sew, not even sitting like up. Like right now I'm at a table. But like before when I would sew, I literally just sew on the floor. Like I sew sitting with my legs crossed, and I would use my knee to like hit the pedal, and like bend over like this, which could not have been good for my posture, my health in any way, shape, or form. So it should be better, but like I feel like the rest of my life just isn't conducive for like good strong shoulders and back and neck and all that shit. Ooh, all right. Me. What is that? Oh, I was like, what is underneath here? And it's like, it's literally the end of the pin. Am I dumb or am I dumb? Okay. Okay. I think I want to stop. I feel like, why didn't I put where the zipper ends on here? Like, you should usually mark that. But like, I didn't. Like, what is wrong with me? So I guess we'll just stop here for now. And hopefully this is the correct side. And if it's not, then it's not. And if it's not the right side, then it's not the right side. And we'll just sew it up again. Okay. Let me consult the instructions very quickly. Not those instructions. All right, put them over here. Yeah. Damn, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's like, I understand the concept. I don't really need the instructions, but like, sometimes it's nice to, think about it. Because I think this one, and also for this dress, it wanted me to sew the sides, the pieces individually to like close off the side seams or like to serge them. And your girl, me personally, I do not have a motherfucking serger, so we're not gonna do that. Ouch. So we will have to just have and live with loose or raw edges on the inside. And again, at the end of the day, this is a costume. It doesn't fucking matter. So whatever. But all right, we have one side done. Good for us. I'm thinking because if I flip this inside out, maybe it'll be right. Because the open side from the top is this one. So like when I flip this inside out, will that be correct? And I think it will. But again, we'll get there when we get there. Okay. And now to sew the other side. The other side. The other side. All right. Let's fucking go. Okay. Ouch. All right, guys. On to this one. Okay. All right. Look at how much progress we're making. Like we're gonna end up with a dress today, or at least a lot of a dress. Hopefully a whole dress, but like, you know, we'll see. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. You know what I'm saying? All right. Go. Do a couple stitches forward, a couple stitches back, and then do your thing. But, I will say my little tomato is getting very full. Cause it's like these little pins came in a little box like this, and it's like I can't just put them back in the box. You know what I'm saying? Like that just is not. It's not easy. If I actually sewed more, it's like, yeah, I probably should invest in the little wrist thingy where it's like the tomato, but like on like a slap bracelet, basically. And maybe like being on my sewing machine a lot this like month or whatever will inspire me to do all these little quick fixes I've been meaning to do. Like I just have random things where it's like, oh yeah, I wanted to take in the straps here, I wanted to loosen things there, or whatever. Little things like that, where it's like, oh, yeah, I did do something where I dyed a shirt that I had meaning to dye because there was like stains on it. Now you can't really see the stains on my white shirt because I dyed it purple. Okay. We're making our way downtown. Perfect. Ow. Some of the pins got my arm. Okay. Whee! Whee! Okay. I gotta like shift the weight of my pile of cloth here. Let's get it done. I will say I have a pretty basic sewing machine. Like I got it for maybe like, I feel like 150 bucks, maybe even less from like Target or Walmart or something. But I got it probably like 10 years ago, and it's like, girl, you've been doing a lot for me. I think she's very basic in the sense that she can't do a lot of like, you know, crazy intricate things or whatever, but she does what she needs to do. Like again, she's no serger. She does not have no like whatever digital screens or anything, but like, you know what? She's gotten me through 10 years of like on and off sewing. So you know what? She's a G. And I feel like that's what happens though too, again, when you watch a lot of like videos of people doing whatever your hobby is, it's like you see people who have like the best, you know, the best gear or whatever, and it's like you don't always need that, at least when you're starting out. And it's like if you're not going to take it super seriously, you don't need to like really invest, you know? And again, like she's worked for what I've needed her to do, you know? Okay. Ow, my back. Right here. Holy shit, I need a fucking massage. Me every day. I'm like, I need a damn massage. That's my favorite, man. I fucking love a good massage. And I like it when they get like the deep tissue ones where I'm like, yeah, it should be a little painful. Like I like it when it's a little painful because it's like, yeah, get some work done. Break up those motherfucking knots, you know? Like sometimes some places when you get like a massage and stuff, I'm like, yo, this was too relaxing. Like I didn't want that. I want you to put the motherfucking work in. I want you to break up these fucking knots, okay? Don't just try to like rub me to be like, aren't you so relaxed and so, you know, soothed? It's like, I ain't trying to be soothed. I'm trying to, you know, be less stressed later. Like put that elbow in there and like get it out, you know? But that's what I need daily. Daily I need that shit. Because the one, like, once every 4 months when I can afford it is not cutting it, okay? Especially when these masseuse people want to be, like, gaslighting me to be like, excuse me, oh, you shouldn't wait this long. Or like, oh, why'd you wait so long to come back? And it's like, motherfucker, because I didn't have $150 to come back and spend here, okay? Like, I cannot be someone who gets a massage that often, unfortunately. But is that my dream? Absolutely. Or it's like when people who pay for like personal training, I'm like, damn. People who just have a personal trainer, I'm like, for how long? Because that shit's expensive too. Like one of my friends goes to a personal trainer right now and she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it for a couple months, but then I cannot afford it after that. And I'm like, what you mean? She's like, yeah, because one session's like, you know, $150, $200. I'm like, damn. Ah, fuck. I got distracted talking. And so I forgot I wasn't going to sew all the way here in case I needed the zipper. But we're going to hope and pray that I got it on the right side the first time. And then we will, and if we didn't, we'll sew that side up and then we'll seam rip this one. But let's turn this inside out. I'm kind of wondering what I want to do with the ends here because obviously we have raw seams. And this will be on the inside, so it's like not a big deal, like whatever. Again, it's a costume, no one gives a shit. But like for the purposes of like, ew, I want to make a real dress, I would have to address that at some point. Or like, you know, I should have maybe done the seams a little differently. Or if I had a serger, but you know, it's all good. It's all good, fam. Let's turn the shit inside out. Okay. I say inside out, but now it's like right sides out. Okay. We have something here. Let me know if you can see the vision. Oh. Right? Something. Yes. Oh, damn, she long. See, it's starting to look like a dress, right? But now what do we have to do? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what we have to do. I'll be honest. I don't know at this point. I guess we just sew the fucking top on, huh? Okay, let's look. Okay, yeah, let's sew the top onto this part. Then we'll work on the zipper, and then we'd be done, technically. What the fuck? That's crazy. Let's not get too excited, though. I will say I haven't put in a zipper in a while. And this is an invisible zipper, too, not even just like a regular one. So, who knows? Who knows, fam? Okay. I gotta figure out how to pin this properly. So let's take the sewing machine down. We'll leave her down there for a moment while we work on here. Maybe I'll put you guys back over here. Okay. No, I don't know. I don't know. It's all odd. I have to use my other one to come down. Yeah. We'll move this way. And we'll do this. And then we'll do this. Everything is so... Okay, that's something. But I don't love that, like, there's so much door. Okay. All right, fam. Let's see where we're at now. Down my cap to my little nippers. Close that up. All right, we have, let's make some space. Okay, so we have the top here. Let me make sure it's the correct way. So this part is, okay, so it looked like this. This is me looking at it from the front. Yeah, something like that. Okay, cute. I guess we can get this out of here too. This is my ironing board. Okay. Okay, this is the open seam where we're gonna put a zipper eventually. All right. And this is the front part of the dress. Okay, yes, it'd go this way. Okay. So, I gotta think about this now. I think we'd have to sew it this way. So, Again, I know you can't really see well, but this would have to go with each other here. Okay, so let's start pinning that. And here's what I hate about any of these type of curve things. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to pin this? You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? But I'm gonna try my best to get it right-ish. And also what's different though too is that this is already like, the seams have all been around it. Like this has a zipper still, so it doesn't need to go all the way. Okay, let me think. And also, this clearly needs to be ironed. You can see that there's wrinkles everywhere. But like this actually will be more like here. So maybe I should just clip it here just to like kind of, you know, hold it in place. Clips in here. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Do that. And because I had already sewn this before, you can see that like the seam part is already like folded in. I don't know where, I don't even know where I'm showing it because I folded it and then seam ripped it open. I folded it and did the whole thing and then seam ripped it because I originally thought it was supposed to go here, but it obviously was not. I'm like, okay. Anyway. Okay, so we're gonna work on making this all work together. And again, this will eventually be, like a seam too. Like this will actually be smaller, like this. But we're not quite there yet. Okay. Sorry, I'm like doing mental gymnastics here to make sure this is right. Okay. So it should be something like this, which I guess does kind of make sense. Okay, let me try to start pinning that together and see how it goes. I'm gonna give it a little bit of space just because the other, like where this little point is, which I guess it's hard to see here, but where this little point is, this is like the center like here. The other boob has to be there too. So it's like this, I believe. So it'll be like this. This one also has to connect there, like that. So I want to leave a little bit of space there for the other side. I think that's what we're trying to do here. Okay. But again, we're making progress, which is amazing. Okay. Again, what I worry about is more just like, again, when things aren't like exactly aligned, or I'm like, is this right, fam? Like, I don't know. But I guess we won't know until we start sewing. Let me see this. Align the top piece with the bottom piece, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me just pin everything together and just see what it looks like. I feel like I keep trying to think like multiple steps ahead, and it's like, girl, be where you are, you know? Just like be where you is. That's like a lesson in life. Just meet yourself where you are, you know? Like I'm not on step 10 yet, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm not there yet. Okay. And I forgot that this like boob part only has to go to the very front fabric. It does not need to connect to the back because obviously we have a different back. So it will be something like this. Something. Maybe I should like reopen this. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, perfect. Perfect, I think. I don't know whether it's really perfect or not, I'm not sure, but like, it's goody. We goody. And then again, you can see the vision, I think. Let me make sure that the vision is, I wouldn't say visioning, the vision is like, at least kinda there. Right? Something like that. Oh yeah, you can see that that'd be like a Luke. I know the angle's weird, but like I promise it looks like it's something. And then this would be the end of the dress here. Oh yeah. Okay, that's one thing attached. And then let me figure out the other side now. I think it's this way. Again, this is when I'm like, I have to conceptualize it properly to be like, okay, if it's like this, what would make it do that on the other side? Okay. I guess it's this way. All right. All right. Okay. Let me drape the back. Oh my god, this looks like a big hot mess. And again, that's what it feels like in my head too. So be like this and this, because this is the back. Let me again clip that together. Okay. And these are all thoughts, but like I gotta make sure this is like working. Okay, I think this is right. And again, I know it's hard to see because everything is like the same color, but you gotta trust me, okay? And then wait, and then this way. Wait a second. Oh, okay, I think this would go here. Oh, this is hard. I think it'd go like this. Unless it goes like this. But like, okay, I think this is right. I think. Gosh, I'm afraid that I'm gonna sew it and then I'm gonna try to turn it inside out and it's just like gonna be stuck and not go. But let's pin it and then we'll see. Okay, I think this is right. I think I can. I think I can. Okay. Yeah, pretty. Maybe not spot on, but like pretty good, I think. For the end here. Oh, wait a second. And then I guess this is where we'll cross the ends of the boobies. And hopefully, again, things should be good. Okay, we're sewing, we're pinning. And this is where we're gonna have to connect these onto the top here. Feels like we're a little off. So maybe I should start from the center. That's probably the best option. Yeah. Again, between like the little phrase here too, like, oh, everything's getting confusing over here. We're all so confusing. Okay. Like, there's a lot of little layers in here. I'm like, I think I have the correct ones at the correct seams. But again, like, who the fuck knows? I think we're looking better. Okay, yeah. Oh, my back. Holy shit, my back. Oh my god. Wow. I'm like, oh, okay. But I think that's the correct idea, because then I would lift it up and yeah, you can like, you can start to see the makings of the dress. Fuck yeah. Okay, fam. I'm just gonna put a couple more pins here just to like, you know, secure it. Oh, I missed one. Like actually missed the other side. Okay. Okay, now we're ready to sew, guys. We're ready to freaking sew again. Okay. All we have to do is we're going to sew this together, and then we have to put the zipper in, and then we'll be like literally done with the dress. Holy shit. Okay. All right, let's bring out the big guns. Okay. Let me see what I can do. Okay, lights on for me. Again, not a great view for you, but like, I know you guys ain't mad about it, right? Right? Not today. And then it's like, should I be sewing the entire back right now too? Probably. I feel like I should sew the back in one shot too, but it's like I can't focus on that, you know? Okay, let's see. Where should we start? Okay, I guess we'll start on the end that doesn't have the zipper. Again, this makes me nervous, okay, guys? Like, this shit makes me a little nervous, but, like, we got this. We got this. Because we have to put the zipper and then we have to put the hem in. The hem I might just do on my own, because, like, again, that's, like, not that exciting, you know? Not to say that, like, you know, everything else is so exciting, but that one's really not exciting. Okay, wait a second. It's like, I'm not sure how we're supposed to start on this, like, the center triangle part of it. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, we got everything. We got all the things we need to get together. Okay, let's start like this. And this is where I gotta make sure that I get all the layers together. Like between the two parts of the top, because I have the lining and the only the top has a lining, but it's like the front piece of the dress plus the lining. And then, so it's lining the front like boob parts, and then the front of the dress, like the top of the dress. So it's 3 layers total. I just gotta make sure that I get it all in there, you know, line it up, and make sure that, you know, I don't fuck it up, you know. I have this one pin that I gotta push in a lot more, and I'll deal with it after. This is not something I can do in one shot. I gotta do like one boob side, the other boob side, and then like the back. I cannot do it all in one. I do not think that's a good idea. Just for my like ability, I'm like, nah, let's not fuck it up. Let's not make things more complicated than they have to be. Let's not give ourselves more opportunities to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to set ourselves up for success. Okay, I think we're aligned. And we can finally start. That looks like about 1 centimeter of a seam allowance. Okay. I will say we're a little smaller than 1 centimeter right now, but that's okay. And this is where I'm like, will this shit match up later? It's like, I honestly have no fucking clue. Will both sides be even? Probably the fuck not. But like, again, it be what it be. Okay, wait a second. Gotta make sure that, like, again, all the correct fabric is where it needs to be. And I'm hoping for the best now. That's something that happens to me a lot, where I'm like, is everything where I think it is? And then I'll like then I'll turn the shit inside out, and it's like, no, it didn't catch. It did not catch where I needed to catch. Hopefully all this does. I think we're pretty close. Just maybe not exactly where I want it to be, but that's okay. I was trying to match up some of the seams that I've already made, but I don't know if we're there. Which, again, if we're not, then we're not. That's okay. Hey, big guy, how are you doing today? The sewing for me is going well, much better than it was the other night, I think. I did a little bit of work off stream, and now I feel like we're like really seeing progress now. It looks like we might have a dress today. yeah, I mean, I know you guys can't see it right now. Granted, things are a little dark here and it's kind of a big hot mess, but like when I show you, I think you'll be able to like actually see what I mean. But yeah, things are a little fragile here. I'm just sewing the boob parts first, and then I'll sew the back, and then I'll sew the zipper, and then I can show you guys. And then I think, again, off stream, I'll probably just do the hem. But yeah, it's looking like something. Okay, let me see. Now to the other side. Again, it's hard to tell from here, but I promise, we're doing things. What the heck's this? What is this? Okay. I'm gonna start sewing somewhere in here. We'll start like right here. Mainly because, again, this is where the zipper is gonna go, so I'm not sure how far we should have that like up, you know? I don't know. I guess this is part where I worry, where I'm like, that might be a seam ripping situation, but that's a later problem. Oh, sure, I forgot to do my back stitch. Oh, shit. You gotta make sure everything's aligned, which I don't know if it was. I'll be honest. I don't know if it's aligned in some of the spots. So we might have to do some checking and then ripping again, but we shall see. We're kind of close to the edge, which I don't like, because it looks like we're getting caught in some of the frays here. Which again, you can't really see it very well, but I promise you, I'm telling you the truth, okay? Okay. I think we're on the right track. Okay. Let's see. Okay. When it's all done, are you gonna wear it on stream? I think so at some point, right? That'd be kind of lame not to, right? At least not to like show you guys all the hard work that we put into this. Okay, there's a little bit of like extra threads here, which I don't know what the fuck they're doing there, but ignoring that. Like, you can see that it's like a dress. Hold on. Let me do this. Oh wait, wrong one. Guys, I forget which one's which. Hold on. Hold on. We'll do this one. Oh, well. Okay. Right? You can see that it's supposed to be a dress now. Again, it's a little not all there yet, but like you can see it's supposed to be a dress. Right? We have a few things to do, but it's like definitely looking like a dress now. Okay. What we have to do now is we have to sew the back piece together, which doesn't look that difficult. Like that looks actually pretty easy compared to everything else we have to do. Then we got to put a zipper in. What up, sharks? How are you doing today? We're close. But before all the things that I've like put together start to fall apart, let me sew the back at least, and then we can sew in the zipper. Which again, I might have to like look at a tutorial because I forgot. I don't know if I remember how to do that. At least not an invisible zipper anyway. Okay. Okay. Let me rearrange us. Hey, it's me again, and it's me again. I think we'll do this way. High and better. I mean, you know, if that makes you feel better, right? A purple dress seems to be fitting to be made on Twitch. That's right, Team Twitch, man. Miss Twitch. Okay. Now let me see. I have back. have to make sure. The dual peace sign was so cute. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Again, I think that we're making a lot more progress on my dress today, which is good. But yeah, I mean, granted, you know, I worked today. There was some like little things to take care of, but you know, everything got done. I will say it was a little stressful first thing in the morning, but you know, it's all good now, and hopefully I'll get most of this done today, and hopefully it fits. That's the other part. Like I'm like, I assume it's gonna fit, right? That's the part where I'm like, I didn't account for. What if it doesn't fit? That part, you know, we don't really know yet, but this is going well. Hopefully, again, I think I'm going to finish all the things I wanted to do on stream, which is good. And then I can hopefully get a good amount of sleep. I still have to do my, like, you know, I didn't do my, my Duolingo yet today. You know, I got to keep that streak going. And I'm actually joining a couple of friends I have wanted to do a book club, and they already started, like, this thing. And they're like, did you want to join us? And I was like, yeah, why not? And so now I'm trying to, like, read a book. And I'm reading it on my iPad on, like, the Kindle app. And I'm not very far in it, like, at all. Like, literally, probably, there still says I have 14 hours left to go, and I think it was only, like, 14 and a half hours. So, you know. Okay, the only part that I find a little concerning right now is that my back pieces look a little bigger than... My back pieces on the top look bigger than the back pieces on the bottom. So, not sure how that happened. What book are you reading? I am reading a book called The Secret History by... I don't remember her name. That is a little questionable. I could also just cut some of the back off, but then it's like, will it mess up everything else? Everything sounds peaceful on your end. Glad to hear. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Nothing, you know, really bringing me down, which is, you know, good in the sense of not everyone feels that way. So I'm pleasantly happy about that. Let me see. I'm trying to line up my seams a bit where it's like these are the back ends over here and they match up, but like this seam here, which would have been like this, doesn't really match up to the one here. And even though, again, like this is still open because of that I'm supposed to put a zipper here, but like this looks bigger than that, which is not good. Not impossible to deal with, but kind of just like, why doing that, you know? Why she like that? Well, maybe it's not. Oh, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I just had things in the way. Yeah, maybe that was it. Okay, this looks pretty good, actually. Not the worst. But it just feels weird because there's not, if there was, it feels like we're just the seam allowance off, is what it feels like to me. But, you know, again, I'm not too pressed about it. Again, we're not, what's the word I'm looking for? This is not like a fashion week thing, you know, this is for funsies. Doesn't have to be the most perfect thing. It would just be nice if it were, you know? Or like, why doesn't everything want to sit flat? Let's redo this. If not for the bobbin. Ugh, my eyes. I think I got the bobbin stuff sorted out, so I guess that's good. I mean, I don't think everything's perfect here, but like, you know, good enough. Let's straighten this out and see what we can do. Again, I think that there will be a couple of little areas where it's not like, again, not the neatest, but like, that's okay. We don't need things to be the neatest. We need things to just like, you know, look good for the pics, right? We're cosplaying for fun pics and a fun time. Okay. There's that. Yeah, see, I don't know what the heck happened here. Like, do you see how... Or maybe you don't see it, really. Sorry. This, like, isn't sitting flat, which is okay. Oh, like, again, it's not a big deal necessarily, but, like, it is, troublesome. Where I'm like, why isn't it doing that? but not like a huge issue. Same thing right here. Like this is kind of bigger than what we have here, but that's okay. Doesn't align perfectly, but like that's okay. I'm not, you know, I'm not big mad about it. I'm little mad about it. Yeah, like I think this should be higher. It's a bit of like bunching that I'm not crazy about. Again, not enough for me to like really be upset where I'm like, and let me redo all this, but it's more just like, it would be nice if it was a little neater, you know? Let me see. Again, at the end of the day, it's like not a big deal. But for like my own personal reasons, I'm like, oh, I wish I'd like did this differently, or like, oh, I should undo that, which maybe I will. I don't know. I'm not crazy about this part right here. Like, again, you can't really see it on here, but just like, again, the color is not great on here, but like, I don't know if it's worth seam ripping that, you know? Now I know you're not pissed at all at it. I just wanted to reference yesterday's stream. Yeah, no, it's all good. Or 2 days ago, but yeah. It's all good. I got everything figured out that I needed to. At least I think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit this part with a little seam rip. Here we go. And we made a lot of progress today. And granted, I know I made some progress off stream, but like we got a lot of the pieces that make it this shit really start looking like an actual piece of clothing done today. Which love that. Love that for us. Okay. Ouch. It feels like Gomena sorry, yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday. But I did do some work on this though. That's why I have a lot more progress done today, because I did some stuff yesterday off stream. But yeah, I forget the days all the time. I rarely know what day it is. Yeah. I guess my worry right now is that will my straps be aligned? That's why I don't think they are right now. That's my main issue that I'm having with the fact that my back piece doesn't seem to be aligned properly. Ouch. I just poked myself. Like, will this and this look okay? I mean, I guess whatever. I guess we won't know until we sew it together. And then if it is an issue, I can probably just move this over here or something, like the strap where it is. I can just seam rip this, make another opening, and then redo some of the top stitch, I guess. That's probably the path of least resistance if there is an issue. I don't need all that. I don't want to pick up things I don't need. Come on. Okay. I'm going to make sure I have 3 layers. So lining, the back of the front, I suppose, is what it would be. Oh, yeah. And then the back. So some of these pieces don't align perfectly, so I have to make sure that I'm just grabbing them all. Otherwise, I'll have like loose things. So that's why it's like, you can see this fabric is not the same like width as the other ones, where if anything, I should like actually cut that so I don't get confused. This is where I mean, where I have to make sure that everything is actually going to catch. Like all 3 layers have to catch. And it looks like the top layer that we're looking at right now, this one, is the longest one, so it covers the bottom, where I'm like, gotta make sure that they're all in there. Okay. Again, I'm trying my best to make sure like the side seams line up, but like again, I'm not sure if they will or not. Again, not the biggest deal in the world, but just like something I would like to be able to do. Okay. I feel like, you know, it takes me a little bit of time to do everything, but I'm trying to take my time enough where it's like at least you know, hopefully gonna do things. I'm using time right, but like all right is good. It doesn't have to be like completely right, but just like all right. I'll take that. Where's my pins? And then yeah, see how like this is so like, maybe you can see it this way. This one is clearly much shorter than these. Like this is the back panel and this is like, this is the top back panel, this is the bottom back panel, and clearly they are not the same length, which that's the part where I'm like, what the fuck? That doesn't seem to be right. And if that's the case, then I will have to move the straps because like, look how far this strap is compared to this one. So we're gonna have to see about that. Let me see. So I think the method is just to sew and see what happens. Yeah. If this is what it's gonna look like, again, it's hard to tell on camera, but like this part of the strap kind of aligns with this dart I have back here, whereas this one doesn't. The dart is more like over here. So I might need to seam or move this over and cut this. Which at the end of the day, that's fine as long as the dress like fits. That's fine by me. That's not a hard ask, like not a hard task to do, but it's more just like, okay, well, the pattern wasn't correct, or I did not follow the pattern properly. Is probably more what it is. Okay, let's sew this on. Okay, we're gonna sew the back piece together, and then we're gonna hopefully get the zipper sewn in, and then we'll be good for the night. Looks like there is a little mishap here. Just want to redo it. And we'll start going now. Alright, this is where we want to make sure we're catching all layers. Again, there should be 3 of them total. So I'm going to just check along the way. Again, you can't really see it like that, but I promise you, I know you all trust me. Okay. Owie. Okay. I trust in thee. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the trust. Okay, let's keep going. I will say, I'm not great at following like the seam allowance either. I try, but like sometimes I'm just not good at it. Like I don't know what it is. I even drew it out on this one, but it's still hard for me sometimes to follow it like exactly. But I will say something I'm liking right now is that we're not having any like weird puckers the way we have been for a lot of this project. So that's good. Don't know how or why, but like, you know, I'm not mad about it. Okay. Just about at the end over here. Oh, we'll be on now. Hold on. Let me back it up. We've gone beyond the point where we have too much fabric now. Okay, but now let me show you where we're at. Let me put in a zipper over here. Why? Not too bad, huh? Let me try it on over my clothes really quickly. Oops. There it is. My bad, fam. Got a quick little flashy flash. But, generally speaking, this is what it will look like. Right? What's that? I also have like the bulkiest jeans on right now, but like something like that. Again, the straps are adjustable, so it'll look all right. But yeah, I think there's a couple little things I might want to fix. Like, I can already see that the strap should be like moved over a little bit more, but you know, generally speaking. And then, yeah, so something like that. Something like that. And again, hopefully it fits with the zipper. That's the main part I'm worried about. But like, I think it will. And if not, I might have to just wear like some shapewear underneath it. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what we're going to look like. Nice job, everybody. Let's add the zipper in to the best of our ability. Okay. So let me go back to where we were. Okay. So we have this big opening here. And then this is where, again, we would put this whole thing together. But you see how, again, there's all this extra, but I'm like, I don't like, should this have been bigger? Because then that would make sense. And I'm a little worried that like, I'm going to need this much more space when it comes to like it fitting me. I'm kind of worried about that. Low key. You need to wear scarves more often. That's cute when you had it shaped like that. Like one. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I will when it gets colder out. And it'll complement my outfits, you know? So, I guess I'm going to have to just cut this. I mean, at the end of the day, this is where we're at, you know? Like, this is how big it is. So, we're going to have to cut that part right here that's, like, looser. Or bigger, rather. But again, I'm just worried that this is, like... I'm worried that this is the correct amount of space I need. And that, like, this is wrong. Not going to lie. Okay. And again, there's a little bit of weirdness at the center here. Like, I just have some, like, threads and stuff showing. So it's, like, not the prettiest sight. But, like, again, could be better, could be worse. And also, this stuff should technically be covered by the rest of, like, Nyx's outfit. Okay, I don't love some of the top stitching here either. But, you know, it be what it be. Let me pull out the invisible zip, too. So I have one that is about 12 inches long, 12 to 14 inches. So we shall see. And it's a pretty accurate shade of purple, right? Everything's getting lost in there. I always forget how to do this. I know I can do it, but I always like forget how. Okay, let me pull it off this plastic here. Not plastic, the cardboard. And it does have instructions, so let me see. Let's see what it says. Polyester invisible zipper. Step 1. Use a zipper foot. Okay, I do have a zipper foot. Actually, let me get rid of these staples. Here we go again. You're telling me, man. Okay. Oh, so we're getting a little crowded here, but again, we got limited space here. So I do have a zipper foot, which is this little guy right here. Here. And so I can change my foot. This is my regular presser foot. I can swap it for my zipper foot. I propose pulling over a second chair or something to make some space. Well, I mean, I don't have any more table spaces. Like, I don't need a chair for space. I need like the table. The table just is not big enough to have everything out here, including like the cameras and stuff too. But you know, it'd be what it'd be, because it would probably be easier for me if I was just on the floor and had space, or on like the dinner table. But alas, you know, if I was there, then I wouldn't really be able to. I wouldn't be able to stream and do that, I don't think. But you know, we manage, we make do. Okay. So, okay. So we have our new presser foot on here, which let me see. I show you. So, if you can see that, great. If not, no worries. So this is a zipper presser foot. It's a little different than a regular presser foot, and so the needle, which is right here, you're able to get closer to like the edge of fabric versus like what the regular presser foot does. So yeah, quick lesson for you, I guess. Okay. Step 2, open the zipper. Got that far. Yoo-hoo. From the wrong side, iron the zipper coil flat so that the 2 rows of stitching show. Okay, we're probably, oh, I see. We're supposed to iron it because it's a little kinked, but I mean, I feel like that's not, we don't really need to do that, right? Because, aw. My iron's already hot. I guess we could do that. But anyway, pin the right side of the zipper to the right side of the fabric. Let me think about that. Steps aren't going to get us easy today. I hope not. Okay, so this is the opening part. Let's see. So it says, pin the right sides to the right side. So the right side of the zipper is this side. You do right sides together. Something like this is what I think it would be. This. Part of me is like, should I be sewing? You know what I should? I should probably sew these raw edges first, just so they don't like get in the way. Because technically, I think I was supposed to serge all of this together first, which obviously I didn't do because I don't have a serger. Or at least let me iron them all down type of thing, I think. Like, again, all these little fraying parts are going to be, like, confusing. I don't want them to get caught in the zipper, too. So I think I should actually sew this down already. I should sew that down, and I should sew this each side of the open seam down like this. So let's do that before we put the zipper in. Okay. And this shouldn't be very difficult. I can still use the zipper foot, so it's not like it should be a big issue. If anything, it helps me get much closer to the edge of the seams. Probably would have been really good to use for the top stitch, honestly. Shit. I think we have a tangle. The heck? Probably because I was too close to the edge, honestly. But no harm, no foul. Okay. The fuck? What is the issue? She wasn't really moving down, which is annoying. Now we got a big old tangled mess here. Okay, let's seam rip her very quickly, and then we'll try again. And I think it's just like a little tough to get the fabric moving underneath it, underneath the presser foot right now is all. But we will guide her on her merry way. Okay. Nice. Okay. Got all the fabric pulled, but let's get it sewed up nice. Now. All right. Much better. There we go, a little angle change, and go. Okay, we're doing something. I don't know what exactly we're doing, but we're doing something. We're getting close here. Okay, so we've top stitched this side area. We got to figure out how to get rid of this like little mess over here. It's kind of messy over in this little spot here, but we have to sew down the seam where the zipper is going to go because the shit's gonna fray and it's gonna get caught in the little zipper teeth, and that's gonna be a big hot mess, and I don't think it's gonna be fun. CJ Destroy a 19, what up? Nice to see you, dude. Thanks for stopping in. CJ, is that like something like a Christopher Jr. or is it like something like that? I don't know. What else? Do people or I don't know. Are people just named CJ too? I don't know. The two CJs I know were both Christopher Juniors. Oh shit, is that like okay? I don't know if it's okay, but it's like something. I'm not crazy about some of this. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the work is not my finest here, but you know. Beggars can't be choosers or whatever. Right? Okay. Maybe, and let me just clip some of these ends too, because this shit is fucking frayed and fucked up. Okay. We're gonna hide some things, if anything. Okay. I want to make sure there's no, like, fraying bits where there doesn't need to be, you know? That's all it really is. That's what I want to be sure we don't have. But it looks like we could have some fraying bits. Which is not what I want. But we should just focus on the seam over here. But I'm like, should we be doing this front or back side? It's my first and middle name, Caleb Joel. Oh, that makes sense. Caleb Joel, I like that. I like both those names. I will say I don't know any Calebs. And I don't know any Joels. Let's try to get... Alright, I'm not gonna lie. The little snip I just did might not have been a good idea. But, like, you know, we've already done it. So, we kind of just gotta do what we do. I feel like I may have cut that shit a little too close to the edge. And now I'm afraid. I'm like, oh, shit. There's a part of, like, fabric that is exposed and fraying. And it's like, okay, we gotta cover that shit up. Tuck it in real quick. And keep it going. Let's go. We got this shit. Right, fam? We're making progress, guys. Slowly but surely. We making progress. I think. I'm telling you, the part that I'm worried about is like, okay, we're gonna make this and it's like, it better fit, though. Oh, thanks for the follow, dude. Okay. Okay, whatever the fuck I just did, again, not my favorite. Did it do what it needs to do? Technically, yeah, it sewed everything together. Which is good, but maybe not in the prettiest way. So what does that say about anything? I don't know. Like, guys, I'm, like, stressed about this part. Like, why the fuck is there this much extra? Like, that's not good. I'm telling you, it's gonna be too small by this much right here. Literally, like, 1.5 inches. And I'm worried. I'm afraid. I'm afraid, man. It might fit, but it might not. And knowing my luck, it's not. And I'm gonna be, like... worried. It's like, ugh. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like the greatest. Ouch. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna sew this little part here too. God, I just haven't gotten to like the part where I feel comfortable enough to cut off this like extra long piece yet. I'm afraid. Like, it's gonna be bad. Like, what the heck? What the heck? Oh, like that is actually the part where I'm like, fuck. Did I fuck this up? Which honestly probably, yes. The answer is like, yeah, I think I did. Somewhere along the lines, I fucked it up. But like, how though, babe? How? And then more importantly, how am I gonna fix it when I find out if it's too small? Like, what am I gonna do then? You know, that's the other part where I haven't figured that out really. Scissors are somewhere. Okay. There's a lot of little random ass threads everywhere, but it's okay because we got this. We got this, fam. We got this. Wow, excuse me. So we're gonna sew the zipper in right here. Again, the shit is looking real fucking ugly. Okay. Again, doesn't look great, but doesn't look like the worst. I'm so mad. I made one little snip, but I was like, this is annoying, and it was like, now I see like a frayed edge, and I'm annoyed. Let me see what I can do. Like, let me tuck that in better maybe or something. I don't know. But anyway, you got to put the zipper in. Again, like, am I going to cut this? Am I ready for that? Like, that's a big commitment. Like, damn, fam. And then I really do have to move the strap over. Fuck. Like, what are we going to do? Oh, I'm so mad that this is like... Okay, what if we put the zipper in to the most we can right now with what we have, and we'll see if it fucking fits. And if it doesn't fit, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Fuck. Okay, let's just do this. So we're supposed to do right sides together. Like this, because I think then if we sew it right sides together. So I have my zipper right here. Again, it's a little tough to see because everything is literally the same color and it all happens to be purple. But the idea is that we sew along here, I think. Or it might be the opposite way. Hold on. I gotta think this through. Right? Because we sew it this way. Which I guess we can also put this out a little bit. But we sew it this way. And it does this, which is what we want it to do. Right? Because I have to think about it where it's like, I put it on one way, like right sides together, and I fold it like I turn it inside out type of thing. Like, what does that actually look like after we're sewed? And that's where like my little mental gymnastics do their thing. Yeah, I think that's right. Yes, that makes sense. So I have move you guys down here. No. So again, you can't really see. I apologize. The lighting's not great, but like, what we're gonna do. So that if the zipper is this way, right, and my opening is also that way, you have to sew it so that the opening is on one side. Like, I can't make it match exactly, like with the V, like this. Like, that's not correct. I have to move it one over. And this is right sides together, so that when I flip it inside out like this, it'll come out the correct way. That's not a good explanation, but like, I'm sure someone out on the internet has a video about it. But again, this is where I'm gonna have to like think a little bit. Okay. And I'm like, should I just cut this off right now? I guess I could. I'll wait though. I don't want to cut anything that I don't have to yet, you know? Again, for the sake of safety reasons. Okay. So I guess I can pin this together. So I want it so that the seam of the dress is like as close as possible without being like, you know. Ouch. And that's why the zipper foot's gonna come in handy, because it helps me get as fucking close as possible. Alrighty. Okay. Again, it's like the thing with like zippers and buttons and shit like that. Like, I watch videos and I learn how to do it for like the one project I need it for, and then it like falls right out of my brain. Like in one, you know, done. And then it's like, oh yeah, I need to learn to do that. Like, I haven't done any of this stuff enough where I'm like, oh yeah, this is how you do it. I know how to do it easy peasy. It's like, no, it's still not easy peasy for me. It's like, you know, it's like, this is not my first rodeo, but this is like my second or third, you know? And again, an invisible zipper is also not necessarily more complicated, but it's different than a regular zipper. And I will say, the thing with now I'm kind of bummed too. It's like, listen, now that I'm worried if it's going to be a little too small for me, if I had a regular zipper and not an invisible zipper, I would give myself like this much more space potentially. Going to bed, excited to see the final product. Thanks, Sandy girl. Really happy to see you hanging out today. I appreciate it. Good for you. Going to bed at 10:30. Good for you. That's when I wanted to go to bed. But alas, we're here. Sweet dreams, sister. Where'd that pin go? Oh. But yeah, I think the idea is that after I put the zipper in, then that'll be the end of the stream tonight. I feel like that's a lot of progress. Like literally the first day I started the stream, like which was 2 days ago, I don't think we got anything done. I feel like we didn't get shit done. We were trying to make these straps that were way too fucking small, and I couldn't figure out how to get the slider to work, but like, figured that out yesterday. And look at that, we have like a whole fucking dress today. Kind of crazy. Okay, I'm worried about the part that also on here that has a couple of like frayed edges exposed. I gotta make sure that shit is like locked in. I'm like, should I put some fabric glue on that real quick? Let me do that. Like, oh, there's a cap on it, so probably should take that off. Okay. And it's like, I'm not so much worried about like, oh, it's loose. It's more just like, I don't care that it's a raw edge, but things that with this fabric, this like satin stuff, this shit fucking frays. And if it's gonna be right near the zipper, bro, that shit is gonna get caught up in the zipper like crazy. Holy shit. My hair looks greasy and my forehead looks huge. Damn. I really just don't be giving a shit today, huh? Okay. I mean, I don't know. That's something. Like some of these frays just need to be like contained. Like I should have fucking doused everything in fray check, man. You're still charismatic though. Thank you so much. You see, that's the thing, right? The charisma doesn't come from what I look like. I will say one of these days I'm actually gonna I promise I actually get ready for stream sometimes, okay? I actually look decent on stream. Not often, but like sometimes I do. But a lot of times I just stream late or like late for me and I'm like, what the hell? Like I wanna go to bed right after, And I don't wanna have to like do a whole take my makeup off, take a shower, like all that shit. If I don't have to. I'm gonna kill myself. I think we're a little too fuck. I pinned this all and we're not low enough. Fuck me. Okay. Fuck. Right. Okay, now we're gonna try to do it again, but at like the right spot. Let me double check. I think that's good. Okay, one more time, guys. One more time. Okay. This isn't even her final form. Indeed. 'Tis not. I don't even know what my final form is yet. Vegeta knows his shit. Alrighty. We are so close, guys. Like, we're so close. We're gonna put the zipper in, and it's gonna look nice. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look fresh. But we shall see. I promise. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look aight. Let me rephrase that. It's gonna look okay. Again, it's gonna be covered by a lot of other cool shit, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, this looks great, because I think the zipper, like the sizing is pretty ideal as to where it should be. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it looks pretty freaking good. Nice. One more. Okay, and let's sew this baby on. Okay. Well, let's do it. Okay. This way. Oops. Gosh. Okay. Back to it, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get this done. Or unless is it better this way? I guess it's better this way. But I didn't know. Okay. When you said I don't even know what my final form looks like, it reminded me of those old obscure YouTube videos named Goku Super Saiyan 9 Red with Linkin Park, Numb Course playing in the background. Oh, totally, dude. If you didn't have Numb playing in the background of your AMV, like, was it even real? Okay. But basically, with my little presser foot, I can get as close to the zipper teeth as possible while I sew. So let's do it. Or I can just get stuck. What the heck? What happened? Isn't that the whole point of this foot? Okay. Let's see. Why is everything always tangled in here? What is this? Like, what just happened here? I have 3 threads pulling out of my underneath side, and there should only be 1. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. One more time, guys. We got it. This is it now. This is like the real time that we're gonna get it done. Alright. I'll be having the scissors inside. Come on. Come on, Nils. Like, get it together. Like, unless I should... Is it this side that's, like, better to do it? No? The hell? Nah. Nah, it's this side. Like, what? Again, all these fucking threads. I know you can't really see, but I promise, they're all friggin' here. Between loose threads and, like, fraying edges, like, what the fuck? There's a lot of little things here, y'all. And now it's on them, I'm like, I don't even know what they're from. Like, are they from the seam allowance? Are they from just the fabric itself? Is it from, like, just me fucking up? Like, oh, so many possibilities. Now back to work. I'm gonna just do it here so we can slide on through. Ready? Let's go. Let's go, girls. Do. Okay. I'll do a couple back. I'll go down again. And down again. Okay, we're making progress, I think. I think we're making progress. Can't really tell, but, you know, I'm assuming we're making progress. Okay, I want to make sure that we catch everything where we need to. Okay. Look at that, guys. We are making progress of some sort. What sort? I can't tell you, but making progress. Okay. I'm like worried because of this little area that has like a bit of raw edges showing, but also it's the part where like there's a seam, and that's even just on like regular garments that I have, that's always the hardest part to pull up too. You gotta like get through it. Okay. We got this. We got it. Oh shit. You know what I realized I should have done? I should have taken more pictures while I was like working on this. That's what I should have done. But did I? No. I mean, granted, I have some video evidence, but like, I wish I took some pictures. I'll need to like do some work in progress pics for when I'm working on the other parts. Okay. I think we're somewhere. Okay. We did something. We did something zipper related, and it looks like kind of okay, I think. No, it doesn't. I'm so dumb. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna jump off a cliff. Why did I do this? I did it way too close to like not the edge. So there's that problem. I have to seam up this whole thing. I'm gonna kill myself. Just kidding. But like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? You know what it is too? I definitely had my zipper foot needle thingy on the wrong side to the one I was using correctly. Oh my fuck. Why did annoying, very annoying of me. Honestly, it would have been good, except that I fucked up. We're gonna seam rip this thing and then do it again, and we have to swap my presser foot onto the correct side. I'm mad that it took me that long to realize that. Like, it would have been fine if I realized it, like, right away. But alas, your girl did not. In theory, it was like, this doesn't make sense. But in actuality, it didn't. Again, that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's more just like, damn, some more time. Shmore time. Zam, Zaddy. Zoom. Okay, we're gonna try it again, and it's gonna be just fine. I'm telling you, a lot of me sewing is also a lot of me seam ripping. Like, that's just part of what that's part of the learning process, okay? You know, the process that everyone says, like, trust the process, this, that. Yeah. For me, half the process is literally sewing, then seam ripping. Sewing, then seam ripping. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm coping. Let me cope. What the fuck? What the fuck, fam? Okay. Okay. Let me not complain about how much my back and shoulders hurt again. And sometimes it's like, oh, it's not necessarily because of this. It's just in general. And like, I think that I, as a person, am just like tense when I'm doing shit like this. I'm like, okay. And I feel like I must just be sitting with my like shoulders to my ears or just like in the worst posture. If anything, it like just adds to any type of like pain or ache. And it's like, why are you doing that, girl? Like, relax. Now, I feel like sometimes I'm like so unchill. I'm like, I need to relax. Like, just like let the shit happen as it may. Like, no need to worry about anything. Like, you know, or like, you know, no need to like get like all like like a tense or whatever. And I always am for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I try to be chill and cool and just like, I'm going with the flow, I'm vibing. But sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, guys, when's this gonna happen? What are we doing now? Like, hey, and it sounds like there's a problem. Like, do we get it fixed? What should we do? You know, things like that. Or like sometimes people will start telling a story and I'll just immediately expect them to say the worst thing, where they'll be like, oh my God, this frickin', like, I think one of my like bosses or whatever asked me to like step outside during a shoot once, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is she gonna say? She's gonna say something like, oh, I fucked up, or this, that, or blah, 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 or like, this looks terrible, or whatever. And she was like, isn't this person so cute? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, isn't like this, like, whatever, her wardrobe, this, that came out so good. I was like, yeah, totally. But I get very much like, no, we don't like her. We don't like it. What? I immediately just would expect the worst. And it's like, girl, relax. You don't need to worry about things you don't need to worry about, you know? And I feel like that's where it's like, I'm like, damn, I do have generalized anxiety or whatever. Because it's like, I always be trying to jump to conclusions. Be like, well, what am I going to do if this doesn't happen? Like, again, what am I going to do if this dress doesn't fit? Why am I thinking about that before, you know, I even know if it doesn't fit or not? Even though I really feel like it's not going to fit. I'm like afraid. But again, what's the difference in the sense of it's like if it doesn't fit right now versus like then, it's like I can't do anything about it right now because we're not even at that point yet. And we will have to deal with it when we get there. So we don't need to get there now, you know? Like we are not there yet. Okay. Little random loose threads everywhere, but you know, not the biggest problem out there. Because I feel like what I'm confused about too is that sometimes some of the threads look like threads, like from like my thread, but some of it also just like fibers from this like piece. Oh fuck, I thought I was done. Oh my god, I was only halfway. I was only halfway done. But that's okay, that's okay. We gotta pull all the extra the threads out of the zipper too. Between the threads that we gotta pull out of the dress, we gotta pull threads out of the zipper. It's all good. We got this, y'all. It means I get to spend a little extra time with you guys. That's what this means. Boop. Okay, we're so close to being at the end. And now we are. Okay, great. Let me clear out some of those loose threads and we can start sewing again. Wow, there's a lot of them. Fuck. Okay. And this is why my entire rug in this room has just purple threads all over it. My sweater that I wore like the other day also fucking threads all over it. Which again, it's fine. You know, that's to be expected. You know, we're sewing. Of course there's gonna be threads everywhere. But like, damn. You could tell I was fucking up. Okay. Not too shabby. A couple of other threads to pull out of here. But generally speaking, I think we're in the clear. Okay, okay. Okay. Alright, now let's do this again. This time, I think our presser foot and our needle is placed correctly. And we should be able to kind of do our thing again. Again, but different. You know? How are we gonna do this? I gotta think. Again, so I don't fuck it up again. I think maybe we just gotta go the opposite direction. Yeah. I think anyway. Let's get it done. Let's try it out. I know we got it. Okay, yeah. I had the zipper sliding along the wrong part of the presser foot. Like, come on, girl, get it together. All right. We are back at it again. If this would move. Okay, everything is shaking. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. Although I will say we're not as close to the edge as I would like to be, so let's try to reroute. Okay. A little bit better. Oh yeah, we are gliding. We riding and we gliding. Let's, oh shit, get her done. at that. We're getting closer and closer, guys. Also, I want to show you very quickly too. Hold on. What is happening over here? Let me show you. Okay, you see how the zipper is right here? It basically gets this piece here on the press bar, glides along it this way. And the needle is right here, so it hits it basically very close to there. I had it doing it the wrong way where like this part was against the zipper. So like just even that like little amount of space was too much. But it's this part, like this part over here. Sorry, this is a terrible angle. But this part is what needs to slide along the zipper. Not this part. This part. Not this part. This part. And now you know. And now you know how I fucked it up. Okay, back. Back at it again. Okay, now we're at the very end of this zipper anyway. Again, as far as I know, hopefully everything caught both layers of, the zipper and the actual fabric. I guess you won't know until we're done. Okay. Oh, we're hitting the plastic. Perfect, I think. Maybe not perfect, but that side looks like it should be done. Oh, see, look, and this is what I mean, where part of it didn't catch. That's not good. This part all caught, good. This part didn't catch, bad. What the heck, fam? Oh, why is this happening to me today? Because in that case, your girl might also just have to call it a night and do it again tomorrow, because it's getting late for me. I want to kill myself again because I think we're on the wrong side. Ugh. I have to re-sew this part because, as you can see, it didn't catch. And I've been saying that the whole time. I gotta make it catch. It didn't catch. And then I think the other issue I'm about to have is that I don't think this is the correct side that I should have it on, actually. And now I'm a little confused. I'm like, this is like, yeah, I probably should have watched at least one video before I just dove into it. That's, my bad. My bad. So, what we're going to do instead is your girl's going to have to re-seam rip this. And then work on it tomorrow, I think, because it's 11 o'clock. Who the fuck let it be 11 o'clock? It's my bedtime. It really is my bedtime, though. I'm trying to get a decent amount of sleep before I got to go into the studio tomorrow. So we're going to have to get out. I'm going to have to work on this tomorrow. Whether or not I probably won't do it on stream. Just because, you know what? No, here's what we'll do. I'll probably do it off stream. And then hopefully tomorrow when I am on stream, you can see me and I'll have it on so you guys can see. So that's the plan. Hopefully I'll be back on tomorrow around like, I don't know, 7, 8-ish or something. 7 or 8, probably closer to 8 Eastern time. That's the plan. And if all goes well, I'll show you what the dress looks like on. And hopefully it doesn't look like a hot mess. And then maybe tomorrow I can clean up all this like shit on my desk and we can play some games or something. I don't know. That is the goal. So hopefully I can be excuse me. Hopefully I can hold myself accountable and I'll be back tomorrow evening. Again, like I hope. You know me. You know how I am, where I cannot, like, you gotta take things I say at face value because I always want to stream more, but then sometimes the day comes and I don't, so my bad. But like tomorrow guys, all right, same time, same place, me and you right here around 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish Eastern time. You feel? All right, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. This was like a fun stream for me. And again, I feel like we made a lot of progress even though I didn't quite finish it. That's okay. But yeah, everyone have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you tomorrow. tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.